Oh, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I think I can pull you right on in. Oh my god, you know when you have that scratch in your nose that's just like it's you can't find it. It's like maybe it's, I don't know, some shit going on in your nose and you're like, yuck, I don't want it. I don't want any of that. Oh, where are you there? Boom. Test. Audio is good. Game sound might be a wee bit quiet. Let's see. Real quick, we can test this by showing off one of the things that we're going to mess around with this fine day. Spawn, thank you very much. Hoorah! That loud. Seems good. Seems solid, honestly. Alright. But we'll deal with that as we come and go and talk and hang out and all that stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, oh boy, am I... Oh, I'm tired. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if it's just going into autumn, but holy mother hell, it is. We are tired today. Also, do we have any special spells? We do have this, which I probably should change into something that's kind of convenient or fun. Dagger Storm. We could change it from item selection, weapon, ancient arrow. We could change it to Royal Guard Helberg. That's a little excessive. An axe, we could throw an axe at people. We could throw a tribal axe at people. We could also throw, oh, is that a beard axe? Is there anything that's like a sword? We can throw bows at people. It's kind of weird. War bow, imperial dagger. That sounds good. So now, yeah, let's probably not try to do elemental stuff because that's gonna be too much. Weapon, battle, imperial weapon, shield stuff. Yeah. Performance tracking base settings. Imbue, none. There we go. What does that imperial dagger look like? Yeah, it's just daggers. It's just a sea of daggers. What's good? Lone says hello. What's good, Lone? Lone says hi. What's good, Lone? I also see Fluff popping in. What's good, Fluff? Ladies and gentlemen, we got her. By the way, she came home. Force grab. Nope, not that. No, not that. She came home, the one, the only, the beautiful lady herself. Caesar is now in our possession. We are going to I'm sitting on my bed, by the way. I'm laying down. But yes, Caesar is in our possession, so now I am building her. I watched some videos on what she needs to be built, and I finally built my Jane Doe. I finally, how I farm in Z2Z is just by getting enough artifacts to basically justify... after like a month of getting artifacts, I can then look. I've earned the ability to look at the artifacts and see if there's anything worth taking. And I finally was able to build some of my Jane Doe. Nothing crazy, but some of the ones rolled pretty well. It was like there was some critical damage. I know she likes Anomaly, and we got that pretty good too. I did the best that we could kind of do. And yeah. Sleep says... The classic
Lone
minigun.
Syndicate said, woo, she came home lucky, or not at least you tried chin up in yourself confined.
Hell yes. You know, she did come home, but it did take...
234 said first Grin damages women for money and now he's possessing them. Your depravity knows no bounds.
What am I? First Grin damages women for money. Who did that? When did I do that? I don't remember that at all. Okay. Excuse me? I feel like I should know what I did, but I don't know what that means. Anyways, what's good, Cat? What's good, Fluff? What's good, Lone? What's good, everybody? Also, Raid up in here. How's it going, Raid? Lone. No. How's it going? Grin says Raid. Hiya, Raid. I'm doing good. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be messing around in this Spartan life. We're also going to try to do this and not touch my outfit because it breaks often. When I look at my
Lone
outfit.
Syndicate said, Grin, did you make a short out of your reaction of getting Caesar?
I know, because I didn't film myself. I just was doing it. I was just constantly wishing whenever I had one wish, like 120 or 160 Primo Gems or whatever it's called. I just wished immediately as soon as I got it. And then I finally got, I think I went all the way to 70 pity. So I was like right on the cusp of hitting it. So I lost a lot of money. The point is, also, I didn't know that like the tower defense thing, or like you make two teams and then you go into it. There was one that resets every week, and I've been kind of missing out on Primo Gems from there. So that's a little bit. That's probably, if I did that, I could start seeing how I could start having more Primo Gems and not nothing. I can't hold my hands normally because if it touches, my arms disappear. It's a whole thing. Modding is great. Modding is the best. But ladies and gentlemen, we have a plethora of items to mess around with and live our ODST Halo Reach extravaganza dreams, essentially. So, yes. The question is, we're going to start with this one. We're going to start with the UNSC, all right, baby? The iconic pistol, okay? We have a grenade pouch. We also have what's called a... What is this? It's called a energy shield. Okay. Oh. It's like a legit shield. Oh my god, that's like a shield. I did not know that's what it meant. God. That is wild, dude. It does not get old. We will take this for sure. What, do I have anything on my arms? I do. I have this bonk stick. Let's get rid of that. Let's keep that. So I pull this out. Oh, wrong button. There we go. All right, energy shield. Check. Actually, maybe we should hold off on the energy shield. That's a little hot. It's coming in a little hot. All right. Maybe we should keep energy shield right here for now, but we'll come back to that. We do have a grenade pouch, which is tempting.
Lone Syndicate said, are we gonna try and go for Caesar's engine grid?
Yes, that's where all my other gems are going. So that's the same process of me getting Caesar. I'm just doing engine, 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 and it might not happen, but hey, that's the plan. Okay, so we have the minigun. We have not minigun, sorry, the iconic pistol, but I don't have any bullets for it, and I think there's something that I can buy. I might delete you because you're kind of flopping all over the place. That's falling, I guess. Anyways, we also have, oh my god, we have so many other like weapon things. Do we have any like, okay, so this is how it's going to work. So we have the Magnum, the M66, or whatever, M6C, sorry. We have Halo magazines, needler pouch, CEP. Is that the one we want? What is that one called again? The M6C. M6C. There it is. All right. We have a magazine. Let's put this here. Okay. Now I have a clip. And now, there you go. Let's rock, dude. Hell yeah. All right, so we have that. Now we also have a cool rocket. That's a rocket? Jesus. All right. This mod is huge. I did not expect it to be this big. But the question is, do we want to be kind of like a little bitch? Like a little bitch recruit. Let's be a little bitch recruit first. All right, so instead of having the cool energy shield, we'll start off with humble beginnings, which is the Halo shield. Good. And we'll go with the little baby. Should we go with a little baby knife? Classic marine knife, where we can grab it like this and there's maybe. Or should we go with the whole ass sword? Ooh, how about we meet in the middle? How about we have like a weird? Oh, dude, this reminds me of the Reach knife, where dude's like sharpening his knife on his plate armor. Oh, that's sick. Delete. All right, yeah, we'll definitely take that too. I guess I'll have to put it right here. Good. But, oh my god, there's so many options. What does the machete look like? Machete is just a bigger version of all that. Very cool. Let's chill for a minute, though. I did just a little tease. Let's see. I think this is the ODST version. Oh. Oh, it sounds so tactical. Oh, and it has a light.
Catman 11,234 said ODSTs don't use shields, ya silly.
I don't know Halo as much as you guys. I know Halo. I've always been a fan, but there's people who went deep into Halo lore, and it's like, wow. And there's like a couple like weird sources for Halo lore, like a book. But it's like, what? Why are you learning that? And just one more spoiler. I just want to see. Oh, now this I think is Reach's AR. No, okay, that's not how that works. Is there any way for it not just to go? There's also no iron sights, so you just kind of gotta. Does this look like a Halo thing yet? I can't reload, unfortunately. No. And I did break it, I guess, by doing that. Can I shoot it whilst... No. I can turn it into a Beyblade, though. That's something. Alright. We'll get to that, but for right now, let's RP. We're a fallen Mr. McGee, a guy, whatever our fucking thing. Guys, I'm really gonna slack. I'm gonna make everyone mad who's really into Halo lore, because I'm not. Again, I'm like a fake fan, or whatever you want to call it. Let's go with tribal people. Just so we're not getting biffed. Just completely wrecked. Let me sit in my chair, my couch. This is such a nice thing. I forgot I could sit on my damn bed, so I'm not just dying all the time. The classic Magnum, Sleepy Grin. Lone says that. I read that already. Cat says I think it was ZZZ Machine when I had joked that you didn't care about having your character taking damage for money. It was one of the random roll. Okay. Okay. That's how I bring it. It's not coming back up in my brain, but I'm sure I'll accept it happened. Yeah, I don't play the game, so I don't know what it's gotcha. Lone says they can't refer to yesterday's stream.
Lone Syndicate said all the Halo elitists right now. Fake fan alert. Let's cancel him on Twitter.
Well, Twitter. I mean, good luck, because there's such bigger fish to fry, but there's also not. It doesn't make any sense the whole canceling thing. But yes, because I have guarded in some ways my identity, I think I should be okay, because canceling is only really people's perception of you getting shit on, essentially. You know? But still. If I've maybe made a slight, then I would like to correct if I did fuck up in some capacity, but you have to make me realize that I fucked up. I can't just admit, like, bend to the whim of everybody if it was canceled. This is not what Lone was implying. I just want to go into the whole thing where the question is essentially, can you be canceled? And it's like, if you look at like a Walmart, and then your manager gets scared that they're going to be like fired if they don't fire you, then yeah, you're getting bent. But it's so long as people don't know your whole name and shit, it's less end of the worldy. People just don't like it. That'd be how it be. But let us start. Oh, also the chat is taking up a sizable portion of my view, so I'll have to do this and spin. Okay. All right. The weird lore is that we have magazine, the classic. I don't know if it's the Halo pistol. It's not the classic one, but it is a version of one of the thousands of games that it has. We have a Spartan shield. In fact, can we kind of really sink into this? Oh, God damn it. Can we really sink into the nostalgia? I hate how my hand's clipping, but hey, best we can do. Check this out. All right, well, that's not quite the knife size, but you get the point. Some sort of whole thing, yeah. But we have a shield. We have this. We're crash landed. Let's just start with the knife. The knife looks like it's plenty, honestly. We'll see how this goes. Ooh, it's been a while. It hasn't. We did it yesterday, but we were using magic, so it doesn't quite feel. Yes. Melee, all that. All right. Why?
Lone Syndicate said, I'm so glad you got Caesar Grin. Can't wait to see her in action when you stream Z's again.
Hell yeah, Lone. Me too, buddy. Yeah, we gotta delete some of our abilities. That's the only thing, is like there's a weird, like, when you hit an enemy, they get stunned, and it just becomes really dumb. Also, wow, that's easy to throw. Can I grab by the tip? I kind of can. Also, my gravity magic is like, yeah, it's kind of works. I can also just do this. And actually, no, I wanted to do meh. And then, what is with that? I don't know what that's all about, but I can spin this. And then, well, it kind of worked. Give me back my knife. Give me back my knife. Or just let go. Can I have it? It might be easier to go the other way. Okay. Okay. Hey. Just wanna. No. No! God damn it! Shit! Alright, we have to make an adjustment. It's something we probably should get ahead of before we get too ahead of ourselves. There's the weird shit about my, there's certain abilities that you have within your skill trees that kind of break. Like they stun enemies and stuff, and it just makes it all wonky. It sounds cool. We look so weird in the fallback. Because the shield is like offset, I guess, so we can grab it. But anyways. Open up. We'll grab this and then this. I think it's body that has like the weird stun effects, and gravity that has even more weird stun effects. This. Alright, where are you? Weird stun ability. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We can take that away. I don't really use that a lot. That's fine. Maybe it wasn't gravity. Slow time things. That's fine. We looked at that, and that's also fine. Okay. That's fine. What is all this? No, that's fine. Trying to find the one that's like stunning enemies. Punching enemies in the chest. Strangle grab, that's kind of cool. So maybe it's a body that has like weird stun abilities. That can go away. That's fine. That's awesome. Come on, baby! That's also ass, but I guess it doesn't really matter. This. That goes away. We don't want enemies to be stunned like that. That's one of the ones that fucks up. That one's fun. I don't want them to cower ever. The kick is cool. Sorry. Alright, there's got to be one that's killing me. That one that makes things slow down. Maybe it is telekinesis that has weird slow time things. No. Throwing telekinesis, that's fine. That's fine. That's cool, that's good actually. No, that's also no good. That's also doesn't matter. That one we'll keep, that's the only one we're good, okay. We can puppet master things. That's also fine. And lastly, that's great, okay. That should be good, we'll see. I don't know, but I think those are the things that are biffing it, essentially. Go! Kick! Oh, maybe I took away the ability to do the heavy kick. Well, that's kind of shitty. I like the heavy kick. Damn it. Well, continue. All right. Let me finish my coffee also. I'm feeling a little bit tired. Blech. Blech. What team are you running with your Caesar? Well, I'm kind of caught between a weird rock and a hard place, but I'm also like, I just can't loan. Like, there's so many. Oh my god, falling off. There's so many characters to build in that game. It's kind of insane, and like, there's not enough resources. It feels like to go very far. But like, my team right now is Jane Doe, Caesar, or the Fox Boy, the cop boy, the Fox cop boy, and then Caesar. That seems to work pretty good. But I also have, at this point, I have max constellations for the swingy hammer girl, essentially, which actually does feel pretty intuitive to play, even though I talked some shit when I first seen her because I don't like the way she looks, but she plays really actually like pretty fast, like it's responsive. It feels like honestly a better version of Anton when I was playing him. Like, you can just let it rip constantly.
Catman 11234 said, I love so much your reaction to your coffee. The sounds of disgust bring me back to watching you play For Honor back in the day.
Oh my god, Cat, that is such a deep cut. Yeah, it's a Piper. That is such a deep cut, man. Holy shit. That is the deepest cut. That is like OG of OG. Not OG, I shouldn't say OG. It's definitely Battleborn is still up there, but that is definitely before we got into, what is it called? The other thing. Let It Die. I think, right? Yeah, I think so. Alright. Come on. I don't find we're able to get that slice off, but the thrust is what I'm finding we're not able to really sink into getting. Okay. Stop it. Sorry. Sorry. Jesus. Too much. Wow. My knife. I want my knife, thank you. Yeah, are you... Yeah, see, it's like not coated great. It's like kind of blunted. Yeah, see, that just takes it. It just subsumes it. So, it's right there. It's right. No, that's a different one. Well, shit. It took it again from me. You know what? Maybe we're just not supposed to have the thing. What we can do is restart level. Let's do the same thing. I just want to keep my knife. Damn it. Cat says, "Yo, your Battleborn play videos were great. You put the work in trying to make the game. I mean, oh man." Sorry, it's like an existential dread thing hit me just there. Yeah. I don't know, Cat. I think I did that for a couple of games, and not a lot of them panned out. And now I'm kind of stuck with like a trauma bond to most of the things. Where I'm like, do I make videos? Because I kind of am coming back to just maybe it's best to just play whatever I want and not try to make this thing work, and instead just live a fun life and then try to find a different way to like have something come of this. You know what I mean? Like have a job and then have this as just a fun nothing thing that doesn't really have any super meaning behind it, I guess. But at the same time, I don't know. I really do like YouTube stuff, so I'm constantly caught between a rock and a hard place with that. But who knows? We'll see. We'll still have the rest of this year to go crazy. And again, I think at best, all I'd ever really do is just ease up on the what do you call it? The YouTube videos and start doing more streams, and then just have it be the thing that we do every. You can still manage that even within the. Maybe we'll change it to Saturday, Sunday though, instead of Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But yeah, we'll see. I still haven't made any thoughts yet, but it's something I've been kind of thinking about. I mean, not a sharp part of this. And the Spartan blade breaks fast, like it just gets stuck. I wonder if I do this, if that's better. If I just do these stabs. It was also not very. Yeah, perhaps I should actually hold it like this, because at least that kind of makes sense. Otherwise, it's not so good. Why is this bit on this side? I feel like it should definitely be like that. So maybe you can like catch someone's sword, pull it down, stab them or something, you know? Anyways, I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of weird Halo nonsense. Oh no! Oh no! Stealth! Stealth! With a blade this big, it's basically a sword. Damn it! Nope. There we go. Honestly, I feel like you're better off picking up one of their weird weapons, even though they're poor weapons or whatever, but still. Also, we haven't made this thing red hot yet, so... I guess I hit you? Yeah, they made them aggressive is what the devs said for the game. Jesus. Well, I think they kind of made them worse in some ways, because I just don't see them really playing great. All right, well, the shield kind of a bit of a bust. Can I grab this back, sir? Thank you so much. All right, let's see if maybe imbuing it with an element gives it an edge. Oh, it can't. It can't be imbued with an element. Well, that's sad. It's also, holy shit, it's covered in blood. There's a mod that wipes away the blood, which maybe we should get. But hey, what if I store it? That also does that. Nope, it's coated in blood. Put it away. There. Jeez. Where's chat? Lone says, "God damn, Cat, you were even around during the Battleborn days." Those and Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2 one is insane. That one, yeah, that one's embarrassing. The Borderlands 2 days were like sad. Those were messy. He's also did Horizon. I mean, this was back in you're referring to the Let's Play era, where we were still in that, and not like, hey, maybe people don't want to see you for hours on end. And I was like, yeah, that's probably the case. All right, let's rock. How would it be, like this? Probably like that, yeah, because it's easier to go over top than. No, actually, I think it'd be easier to go underneath because you could use this as a brace. Anyways, we're getting way too into this. Also, this doesn't really have like a sight. Oh, there's an enemy. Chill. Oh, I didn't pull back the thing. Jesus Christ, hold this. Oh, that's why. I was wondering what the hell happened. That's exactly what happened. But dude, you can totally rock this if you just...
Everyone be careful.
Oh, my hand slipped.
Catman 11,234 said, "What VR headset do you use?"
I
I'm
use the
waiting for
Quest.
something worthwhile to upgrade from the Quest 2, but the field of view is killing me.
Yeah, but dude, I get it. I'm in the same category as you, buddy. I'm in the exact same category as you. What do you call it, Cat? I feel like I want an upgrade so badly. I'm willing to spend money on it, but there has been nothing that has been like good enough for me to warrant it. Like the Quest 2 apparently has amazing lenses, but I think it drives me nuts because like I hope we don't have to wait another 5 years to get like a headset that I want essentially. But the only thing if the Quest 3 had the Pharrell lenses. Oh, no, sorry, not Pharrell lenses, sorry. If they had eye tracking, sorry, is what I want. Eye tracking. And they had all the things that the Quest 3 had, awesome. I don't love the fact that I'm paying for pass-through when I don't use it at all. That's fucking annoying. But yeah, and they just released like the cheaper Quest 2 entry point now. It's like a different, similar thing, but it has better pass-through. So it's like, the one thing I don't use, which is pass-through, it's like, here, we improved that. And it's like, I don't give a shit about that. Yeah. And it has a better chip, so it can run standalone better. Anyways, I think we should probably personally wait, Cat. I think probably next year, Meta is probably going to release their like Apple Vision Pro competitor, and there's probably going to be something akin to that on that thing as well. So so Apple Vision Pro came out, and I think Sony and there's another company that's come out and made like a response to that. And then Meta's also has like three headsets in development. One made by Xbox, one made by a gaming company. Essentially, it's like people who make gaming parts, MSI. But yeah, them. So yeah, to me, I'm in the wait camp because no one is like feeding the market that I am, which is I want a cool headset. I mostly play PC VR, and I don't give a single shit about standalone or not standalone. I don't give a single shit about pass through. I don't need to put stuff in my real world. I wouldn't mind it, but I don't like the fact that I'm paying like fucking another $500 for that, and that's not what I use. You know. So I'm not tending to buy it like that, but I'm in the same camp. I'm sitting here like, come on, just please feed me, give me anything. Save the world is wild. Ray says, hell yeah, around when Grin made videos for Save the World. That's insane. I can't believe you guys have been around that long. That's wild. Save the World is probably like to me, that feels like it's the furthest away. Borderlands 2, I think, was before that. So, like, people remember Borderlands 2 gameplay. You're in the playthrough era, which is terrible. But what do you call it? Yeah, hot damn. The Save the World was probably like one of the things I look back on, and I'm like, again, it's like this, dude. I just fucking hate it sometimes. It's like the story of my life where like I got into this game called Fortnite. I loved the shit of it. I seen it as it was releasing. We played it. We loved it. I really invested in Save the World, didn't go anywhere. So then I thought it was dying. And then I still stayed in there. And then eventually, like months after it was released and stuff was happening, I finally moved on, only for them to release the Battle Royale thing. But me not liking Battle Royale very much, I was like, and also it's like a dead game-esque thing. I should just move on. It's probably better for me to move on. It becomes the biggest game in the world. I'm just like, oh. Jesus. Your boy can't win, all right? Or maybe there's something subconscious in my brain that's just like, no. Or maybe the world's just like, you know what? No. You do anything else but this thing that you wanted to do. Making videos and such. Not that. Not for you. But yes. Probably not as sinister or creepy. Get fucked. Trash. Yeah. Is it? That's it. This? There it is. Cool reload. Alright. ready to rock. I'll say the dagger is ass. The dagger is not good in any capacity. It glitches, it sticks,
Lone
it's...
Syndicate said somewhere in an alternate universe GRINN is a Fortnite content creator.
Oh, man, it's fucked up because I love Save the World. Like, and I always put in the work for, like, the game. I don't know what it is, man. My brother said the same thing a little bit to me where he's like, you should just play a game that's popular and then just try to, like, but not any game. Like, he keeps wanting me to play WoW because WoW is a game that, like, content creators come out every couple of years that are popping off for it, and it's a very popular game. But, like, unlike if you were to play Call of Duty, it's like Call of Duty doesn't have many, many aspects for growth, you know what I mean? It's just like it's a place that people who already have their established content creators go there, whereas for whatever reason there's games that are popular that also have like a fervent growing community constantly, and that's one of them is WoW, which is yeah, but I don't really like WoW is my thing. Like, I don't want to half-ass, and like the worst case scenario is you blow up from something that that is, you know, something that you don't really like, and then you're like stuck feeling like you have to play it all the time, you know? So I don't know. I'll be honest. I just went through my like grind YouTube into death, where I learn everything I possibly can, and now I'm so exhausted that I'm like, I'm just trying to recover a little bit, recover some energy. So I'm just enjoying stuff right now and not overly trying. And then for whatever reason, videos start popping off on occasion, and I go, what? And yeah, all right, thank God. The pistol is so good, but this, however, is dog shit. Not good at all. Get to the edge of that and then throw. Yeah, it's that was not a bad throw, but it works better. Yeah, actually, that knife sucks. It's so weird. And I wonder if this is actually physics based. It is. Very cool.
Lone Syndicate said at least you found a footing in the VR space GRINN.
I mean, I think about that low. I'm being a little depressed bitch. Sorry, gang. I mean, yes and no, Lone. I think like a part of me is thinking that, or like, what do you call it? Like, as much as I love VR and as much as I really enjoy it and all that stuff, there's a part of me that's kind of like, again, it's the growth is like this. And who knows, things could always do that, but it's almost like, and I look at other channels in the space to see like how many people are interested in stuff, and yeah, I don't see like a massive spike. So like again, I think I need to change my tune about stuff and like just try very out there different stuff and see if I can kind of like, sounds weird, but like instead of trying to make content that is goofy and fun, but like very similar to what other people like, because it's what I like, because I like watching VR content too, and this is what I kind of get from other people. I think I should maybe try to like, it's like charter new ground, essentially try to do something super different, because that's the only thing that I could think of is if you kind of hit the, kind of like what we did with the sword thing. That's kind of a bad example, but it's kind of similar in the sense that no one made that kind of like weird blade and sorcery thing. If they did, it was years ago. I seen one video where like a dude talked about how he practiced fencing in high school or in college, and he was playing blade and sorcery for the first time. So he's showing people like attack forms, and that video has like millions of views. But that was a long time ago. So just the idea that there may be a parallel between like weapon arts and like VR and the first-person nature of all that stuff, which makes sense because most people who enjoy weapon arts are interested in history or interested in like combat to some extent. So to have VR be the gateway to that makes sense. But yeah, also I think we can increase the quality of this game. I think we turned it down, but it was not. It was not the problem. Was the game stuff? What did we turn down? It was upscaling. Or maybe this. Yeah, there we go. Now things are a lot more sharp. Good. It was looking a little gross there for a minute. But yeah, man, I don't know. To me, I think about like, what is the right call to do moving forward? Do I just keep doing VR content, which seems to be slowly growing, or do I try something else? Do I go back to our anime channel and try to make like anime shorts that are specifically what do you call it? That are like recaps of manga that I'm reading, because that's what I do on my free time quite a bit. So I have like kind of a knowledge of that now. I've seen some shorts that do well like that, and I think that's fun content. I don't know. I don't know if like the option now is to lean in even more to VR, or to realize that at least right now it doesn't seem to be growing much. But I love VR, so like I don't think I'll ever abandon it. It's just I don't know, man. I just am not seeing like. I'm looking at the VR channel. I don't see much of a future in it, but I always hear people say the same thing. You know, where like I did this just because I loved it, which is the case for me in VR. And then it happened to be turned into something good. I don't know. I'm in this weird place with YouTube and content creation where I just find myself being like, I'll never stop streaming. I'll never stop making videos to some extent, but I don't know. I don't know what the right thing is to do. You know, and the worst part about it is, again, I have people around me who are succeeding in this space, which is not the worst part about it. Sorry.
11,234 said, do what you love. It shows in your energy in your videos. They shine in that regard.
Do what you love. It shows in your videos. They shine in that regard. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I very much. That's a very sweet thing to say, Kat. To me, I kind of. It sounds fucked up, but I kind of. I'm kind of. Phrase it properly. I like doing stuff. Like, I like creating stuff to create stuff sometimes. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people who they need to enjoy what they do and they need to be really passionate about a topic to really do it well. For me, it doesn't necessarily I'll just do something because I think it's a cool enough a concept, and then I'll do it, not because I'm passionate about it. But for instance, the Borderlands thing is great. I had this frustration thing, and I feel like no one was voicing this frustration point I had with it. So then I made this video quickly talking about it that I feel like no one was doing, which is trying to map out exactly why people feel the way they feel, and then basically shining a light on it. But I didn't have any aspiration to make Borderlands content again. It was just that I feel like no one was doing this thing, so my frustration led me to complete it. You know what I mean? My point is that as much as me being happy in videos and stuff like that, I think it might just be my nature of being able to kind of take all of the happiness that I feel and then push it to the surface. So it seems like I'm on cloud 9, but in reality I'm pseudo indifferent, you know. But I don't know. I probably should, when I have these moments where I'm kind of stagnant, I don't I'm not going anywhere. I'm the most happiest when, even if it's pointless, even if it's for nothing, having a pursuit, in pursuit of something, is when I am the absolute most happy. And I just have to believe and commit, and then I'm on cloud 9 and I'm enjoying my life. But in these periods, it happen every now and again, whether it's you've run for 20 hours, you're tired, slow down. In these periods of malaise is when I find myself trying to find out where I'm going and why I should go there, and all of these things, you know, trying to ground yourself to some extent. And I love talking to you guys about it because it helps me piece it together in my head, but at the same time I also think it's a burden to you guys sometimes, because it is. I always like to reinforce, I'm not leaving. 2, I do feel a little lost, but 3, it's not your guys' problem. It's my problem. It's my thing I need to understand and figure out. So it's kind of always playing that back and forth in my head. Raid says, Grin, how old are you? I might be older than you. I don't think you are, Raid. Actually, it's funny. So tomorrow's stream is going to be a little bit of Bone Lab, and then the next 1 hour Bone Lab, 1 hour Zenless and Withering Waves. That's going to be the plan. Probably Zenless, because I think Withering Waves is going to be updating. But I wanted to point out that I have I didn't get to cut my hair on Sunday, because that's when I always do it, and my hair is a little bit grown out, and I can see my side of my hair has clusters of gray now. So I got I'm getting hella gray hairs at a rapid pace, and I'm 27 for those of you guys who don't know. But it's damn. But I thought that same thing for a lot of my family. A lot of my family members are just cutting through it. You know what I mean? They're the receding hairline, they don't have. The feeling of getting weak and stuff, they don't have. For me, it's my hair is slightly receding, and I'm getting gray hairs wild. You know what I mean? So it's damn, y'all really fucking be killing it, you know? Or maybe I just worry about it more than others, which could be the case. My nose. Let's see. We have the same gun. Let us replace this bad boy, which was fantastic, with this bad boy. Is it still reloadable? No, it's a fake. We want the real thing. There it is. And hell yeah. But this time, because melee was such a disappointment, and so was the shield, we are... Oh, yes, that didn't come back with me. What about this? We'll keep that. All right, we'll take the big-ass sword, just because I feel like it's wrong to not try to do any sword stuff. Yeah. We don't want the thing. We wouldn't mind... Dang it. Bananad, what thing? Assault rifle? Oh, there we go. This is the real one. That's empty. Okay. Is there any way to reload this thing? MA37. MA37. MA. It's AR. Maybe just AR? Is it in Halo ammo? Bucket pouch? I don't know what all that is. Anyways, let's try AR ammo. That seems like it's correct. I guess we'll move this on our back. Oh. Oh shit, I don't know how we're gonna really, this is gonna play. We'll take this. And we'll put this here. So now we have that. There it is. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright. We might have to turn down, not have the pistol or the melee weapon, which will be a shame, but we can always pick up different weapons like a true Spartan and adapt or die. Yeah. Anyways, let me sit down and I'm actually sip on some gamer subs. Oh. All right, let's chat because I did just throw a lot at you guys. At least you found it. You know, I did a saber in college. I loved that video. Yeah. The parry 0 is top tier. Yeah. Raid says, I'm probably going to end up having to watch your Power World guy, Grim, because it's on PS5 now. Yeah. That was the other thing I kind of regretted not doing more is Power World. I think it would have been smarter to lean into Power World because again, it's the same story every time. And I should probably adjust to what I fuck up, like my brain and how it kind of messes with me. But like, I was doing Power World content. I really liked it. It did fairly well. But then I started to kind of not like. I started to get a little bit bored with Power, a little bit lost, and like it just slowed down exponentially. Which, if that's the case, then I should make videos for people who are like me, who are frustrated by like the curve of how slow it works. But anyways, I kept seeing channels pop up that were like, you know, going through the meticulous detail of this and that and all these details. And I thought, man, they're doing such a great job. I feel like I can't really kind of like compete with that. So, you know, I'm going to let them have it because I'm already kind of getting a little tired from the game and let them do it. But then, sure as shit, like a month later, they leave. And to me, it's like one of the things that made me so frustrated with like, the reason why I stick with Let It Die so much is because there was no one making it. You know what I mean? Like that was both a gift and a curse in the sense that I looked around, there was no content for you guys to watch outside, like no one else was making Let It Die content. So I felt bad. I wanted to like, this is a good game. It should deserve some credit. And there's literally nothing else competing there. And it turns out that kind of became a curse because now no one continues to make content of it really, and my videos continue to do well, but it also makes so this channel is very locked into Let It Die. So I don't know. Maybe that's the lesson is to like, irrespective of what everyone else is doing, lean the fuck in and find like chart your own course. You know, you know, oh, people are making guide videos on Power World. Fuck them. Make your own guide videos or do something entirely different with guide videos. Do mods, do something, you know, find a way to have fun and make something happen here, which is the kind of the whole premise of the VR stuff. It's like there's games like Blade and Sorcery and Bone Lab and a couple other ones, but largely like 90% of VR is held together with like hopes and dreams and the modding community. So you have to like figure out what could be a fun video, which is awesome because you have like endless options, but it's also it's not like a ZZZ or a Withering Waves where there's an update every couple months and you can just lean on that and you go through these ups and downs and people get into it and yada yada yada, you know. In pursuit of something that is what I'm most happy at. No wonder why you love gacha games. I mean, yeah, no, yeah, man. It's not true. Again, I love the like. Again, there's people hate live service games and they're getting sick of them. But to me, oh god, I sneeze. Oh god. Sorry about that. Blew out your eardrums. My bad. Sorry. I've never had a quiet sneeze. It's like a cough sneeze always. Anyway. Ray says, damn, you're 2 years older than me. I know. I thought so. I thought you were probably a little bit younger. The only one that I think has me beat in age is Fluff, Red, and... I think that might be it. Yeah, I think that might be it. And then, like, Sasha, but Sasha doesn't pop in too often. But yeah. Also, the fact that you're getting gray hairs is yeah, man. No, it's definitely like I might be one of those salt and pepper people, which is crazy because I have like the darkest facial hair and facial features in general. You know, so it's like, damn. Like half your life you get the darkest, and the other one you get the lightest. It's also like bone white hair. Fluff says stress can cause a premature gray of hair, and it sounds like you've been experiencing a lot of stress. No, see, I that's where I kind of push back a little bit, man. I don't know if I'm like I haven't had the same thing when people were telling me when I was younger about how I had like energy issues and stuff like that. Where like they said that I had like it's like a therapy in a wooden cottage. Anyways, but yeah, no, I what do you call it? They said the same thing when I was younger, but I'm like, I'm not really stressed though. Like I feel like the best thing that could describe me right now is lost. I feel a little lost. I feel like I'm not like certain about what I should do and how I should approach it. But I'm also not just lost. I'm kind of tired. So like I'm kind of like I'm gonna try to like slow down and recover and then move forward. My like general plans for the rest of I want to push through this year essentially and like set it off strong as far as making content for VR and maybe doing other things, maybe like YouTube shorts and stuff like that, and just having fun in that regard. And then at the end of the year, I think I want to start to try to push into like some sort of career path, but I would always keep streaming basically on the table, and there would always be videos. It just would be less consistent, and even now it's honestly kind of rough to be consistent because VR videos take so long to make, and they shouldn't. It shouldn't be that hard to do. But they kind of are because you have to set everything up and act it out and all that stuff. And I don't think it's that hard. I think I need to find something that's easy to replicate and not overcomplicate it, because that's my whole internal issues. I always want to make something better, but in turn makes it much more hard to complete and to check off the list and all that stuff, you know? But yeah. Kat says, my pops lost his eyebrow and all of his body hair at 40 due to his stress-ass job. Damn, what does he do, Kat? I've never heard that. I've heard like like hair loss from stress, but not like your eyebrows going. Damn. Yeah, so real quick, just to like, I hate saying stuff and then not like elaborating on what it is, because some of you guys are like, what? But my plan right now is I think it'd be smarter for me to, and I kind of want to test something, just for like me. I wanted to see if, with all the, like, I went 2 years hard into like YouTube data analytics and stuff like that, and that's like, realized how complex it was, and then still managed to kind of learn. I want to see if I can take all of that passion and like fervent focus and put it towards something else. I don't know what that is. Hopefully it's like entrepreneurship of some kind. But yes, that's what I'm kind of planning to do. So my whole premise right now that I'm thinking about is basically going whole hog for this whole year, uploading a ton, doing stuff good as new or normal, and then either the last month of this year or this maybe a little bit before then, I want to do a whole month of just streaming. So every single day we'd stream. Maybe I take one day off. I wanted to try that as well. And what was the other thing? And then at the end of the going into 2025, I kind of wanted to, and it sucks because that's like when all the biggest games are coming. That's when all the biggest stuff is happening. So we'll figure something out. Again, we're still planning on streaming, but that's what I kind of wanted to do. Is kind of not just like YouTube has always been my absolute #1 priority, regardless of whatever happens, whether it's successful, regardless of whatever happens. I've taken every single risk and every single loss that I could, essentially. Like I never went to parties when I was a kid. I never, I don't go date. I don't do any of these things that are indicative of living. And I've always made YouTube my #1. I shouldn't say YouTube, content creation my #1, because I love it so much. But I think it's probably healthy for me to take it out of the #1 slot and move it into like the #2 or 3 slot. And if something happens, then we have like years of experience on how to make sure that works out to some extent, or it works out in some capacity. Great. But I think it's smart for me to take it out of that position. So going into 2025, I think we will stream probably a lot more and make content a little bit less. I would prefer if we didn't, but if the streaming thing ever works out, I can hire an editor, and then my life becomes easy, because holy fucking shit, is it just a nightmare to edit things. And also, I just got to find out another like format of doing stuff that's not so tiresome and excessive, because again, it's all on me. I edit everything, I make the thumbnails, I have to think of everything. It's just, it's way too much for one man to do. And yeah, and again, maybe it's just, we don't know what's going to happen in the future. There could be a video game that we play on stream that pops off, and we make some like fun, cheeky videos for that, and that does well, yada, yada, yada. But that's kind of where my head's at right now. That's what I'm thinking about. So going into 2025, there'll always be our streams, but they may have to move to depending on what happens, to at the very minimum Friday, Saturday, Sunday, instead of Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But I don't want to stress you guys out or like say something too soon. Our channel's not dying. We're not like leaving YouTube. It's just something that I've been trying to think about. But at the same time, I don't want to like overcommit yet. Like start being like, okay, time to make YouTube not my #1 priority, make it my second, because I feel like I've done this before where I've thought about this and I've always hesitated on doing something besides YouTube because I feel like I haven't given it my all yet, because I feel like I could have left more on the table. So me telling myself that I can push through the rest of this year, to me, makes my head feel better about the choices of like, okay, maybe we could try to figure something else out. So that's the plan. So expect nearing the end of the year probably an uptick of streams, doing a whole month of streaming and seeing how that goes and things like that. Sorry for pausing the stream, but I feel like this is something I was going to talk about Sunday, but we talked about it now because some of you guys were. Also, again, I'm so bad at that. I can't like my brain just wants to release something when I. Oh my God, guys! God damn it! There's a cursor on the screen. Oh, well, luckily nothing too cool happened. Oh, I probably drove you guys nuts. You guys are way too good to me. It reinforces that you guys treat this stream like it's a fucking podcast and not like it's a visual spectacle, which is kind of what it's supposed to be. Anyways, let's uptick the difficulty to what? Yeah, let's go with the big boys because we now have guns. This is a purely gun run, so hopefully that armor of theirs makes things a little more tricky. Kat says, Grin, you do the apple cider in the fall in Canada? I got a gallon today and I can't stop trying to drink it. I can't stop trying to. What do you mean? No, I don't think so. Thank you so much for the ball, boy. Appreciate you, Lando. But what do you call? I was gonna say, Kat. I don't think so. The apple cider. I mean, I've had apple cider just to kind of make
Lone
it tummy better.
Syndicate said, I'm gonna be honest, I've been watching the stream and I didn't notice that cursor.
Wow. Really? Maybe it's the bit rate. It also could be that. That's the other thing that I kind of am interested in. Like, if you theoretically have another source of income, like a job or, I don't know, some sort of weird thing, I could also, like, buy better internet and the streams could be better and we could pursue things with that potential limitation like I kind of oftentimes feel like we do. I was trying to look for, like, the best cost-benefit thing, you know? I didn't reload my gun, so... Wrong one. Alright. Unfortunately, I can't put it in my pocket, because that's where ammunition goes. Oh, did they hear me? And there's that one, but... Welcome to the modern day, bitch. Okay. Ooh, that looks so clean, dude. Hot damn. I feel like a Spartan would do this. That's not out of the way. Did it go in? Yes, that damn fucking leather armor is insane, dude. And that leather armor actually is proving out to be pretty resilient. Ooh, an onigiri, totally not weird immersion breaking. You know, and there's just onigiri there. Jeez. All right. We got this axe. It doesn't seem like it's a two-hander though, even though it looks like it's got a really small blade compared to my hand. Oh. Oh, wait. Slow walk. Spartan bitch. Oh my god, did I just decapitate him? Oh my god, yes I did. Holy shit, that was a lot of yeah, that's his head. Yeah, never mind. Spartans are built differently, let me tell you. Jeez. I don't know if we're to consider a Spartan or if the ODSP people are just considered soldiers. I'm a fake fan, like I said. They were like, yeah, kick. You know what? Fuck it. Jesus Christ. All right, new game plan. Pistol. Did I just... Oh, God. Matrix. Unintentional. Oh, God damn it. Drop down here. Ugh. Hey, God. Please. What? No, not my whole ammo pouch. God damn it. No. Why the fuck is that? Jesus Christ. Slow-mo. Oh, I just dropped my fucking third right. God damn it. I just want a two-handed. And you keep taking it from me. Alright. These sons of bitches with their range. I guess I gotta hold it like that. No, maybe it's just a one-hander by heart. Who else? Old man, wizard?
11,234 said, how many times have you smacked the wall, your bed, or your ceiling?
Oh man, I
I've
broke a
backhanded
light
my
one
monitor
time.
twice before I learned to move it.
A lot happened. Oh! Jesus. Hold this. Wrong one. That really fires out of there. Jesus. Alright, we need to bring some bigger, God damn it, stop. No. There. Bring some bigger guns. Yes. Sorry, let me see what Kat said. Kat said, wait, let me catch up on everything. Oh yes, the infamous lumberjack Spartan.
Lone Syndicate said pretty sure Grin broke a light one time while playing VR.
How many times have you smacked the wall or your bed or the ceiling? I've backhanded my monitor twice because I learned to... Yeah. What do you call it? Well, what do you call it, man? I busted a light. That was probably my worst, but I have, like, smoked my hand on, like, the light fixture, essentially, a couple times. Holy shit, it's been rough. VR is not for the faint of heart. Man, I wish we had a thing. Die, trash. It feels very Doom, if that makes any sense. Like the Doom movie. Sprint. Jump. I said, jump. Why? Okay, grab. Now jump. There we go. Weird how that works. And jump. All right. Yeah. We have the hardest difficulty tier, but it's not... God damn it. I wish the legs didn't exist in this game. It just makes everything break. Also, are you excited for any cool games, Kat? Cool games that be coming out? What do you call it? Behemoth is one of them that I'm pretty excited for. It's probably one of the only VR games that I'm like, holy shit, this could be huge. But again, any VR game that doesn't have mod support or like heavy mod implication, I am pretty neutral on. You know? Where are you? There you are. Just you wait. I said, wrong one. All right. I feel like, what if you were right-handed? Left-handed? You're just boned? Oh, god damn it. We have to go up. This. What?
Catman 11,234 said, I am extremely excited for Forever Winter.
Ooh, what's that?
It's not VR. It's Escape from Tarkov if it took place in a post-apocalypse war zone.
Ooh, okay, Kat. Wasn't there another... Are you excited for the Tarkov Destiny game or nah? Not your cup of tea. I've heard some people say that's like it's another Tarkov-like game. I feel like no one who like likes Tarkov would want that necessarily. Like by the by the Destiny devs.
What happened?
Man, that's really quiet, isn't it? All right. Oh! Hold this desk. All right, we've fucked up, but we've killed you enough. Let's do that. I'm a little disappointed that there's not a thing. No, not like that. Sorry. There's not a like a reload bullet when you do it. It's a weird ad, but it's always nice when they have it. Oh my god. Okay, Spartans have to adapt and overcome. Let's say we ran out of bullets. Leg! Okay, or everything else. Let go. Yeah. What did you have? Give me one of those. That looks awesome. Give me that. Holy. That looks rad as hell, dude. I don't know why it's not really going in. Oh, we can hook that shit. Missed. I missed. Axes are really failing me right now. We just need that. Oh wow! Look at that. That wasn't. What are the odds? This hook can save me, maybe. Okay, that just threw it at me. I threw it at me. Slap. Yeah, I feel like we should just use our hands. Kick. There. Don't think I know you're not dead. There it is. Yeah, I feel like the axes have been letting me down a shocking amount. But yeah. Are you dead? Yes, okay. Okay. We also haven't used arrows at all, so that should be a stream for sure. Also, can I affect the other end of this? No, the pike doesn't consume elemental stuff. Lame. At least that works kind of good. Oh, a sweet roll. Oh, a mushroom. I'm just fucking out. I'm just off. Another galaxy. Kick. All right, we still have this, which I think is locked and loaded. You don't ever see a Spartan do this with an axe. I mean, also it kind of makes sense. You could stab like that. I think there is actually like a tomahawk is a weird weapon. I just don't know if it's used like this. Get fucked, armor. Kick. I mean, it's not impossible, right? Where the Spartans are so like overcooked that. Also, does this work? Not really. Not exactly. Give me that. Oh, jeez. Give me that. Drop it. This is much better. Yeah. Come here. Oh, hello. Oh, Jesus. Okay. There's so much. There's so... Oh, I'm out. Okay, I'm stuck now. Maybe the mace is... Uh-oh. Why? What happened? Oh, I just heard my Discord thing go off. I wonder if something broke. Finally, you can see the bullets. You can actually like track where they're supposed to be. Shit. Oh god, I fell off the world. This is one of those, everything that could have went bad has went bad. Okay. Climb. God, I hate my legs, man. I'm not sure, maybe it's your body weight because you're wearing armor that's heavier, but Jesus. No, wrong one. No. There. Okay. Let me check comments. What I heard a Discord message ping. I was just wondering if that was an alert, like something broke. Also, if the power does go out for us, because we have crazy winds, yeah, that's why. So sorry if that happens. Just a FYI, the stream has to abruptly break. That's what. Oh god. Oh, you took my weapon from me. You took both my weapons from me. Kick. No, stop. Hey, don't. Stop it. Drop it. Drop it. Exactly. And now you didn't know fucking Spartans were time mages? Okay. I don't think it would. Let me see. I shall commit. Let me see. What's happening? I am extremely excited for that thing, the winter one. I haven't checked out the Tarkov Destiny game, but that sounds like it'd be a funky combo. Forever Winter is cool to me because as the dev described it, you're not the guy. You are a tiny little scrap surrounded by tanks, 2-story tall mechs, and artillery strapped to them, and a strike team. Damn. Okay, that sounds fun. Yeah, it sounds like you're in like a Terminator, a Terminator world. I'll toss the cool trailer for it in the Discord. I fucked up. Sorry if the Discord. It's all good. It's not the end of the world. I don't think it would sound on the stream. Yeah, well, it's because if you ping me on the thing, it'll ping on the thing. It's not the end of the world. Sometimes Fluff will ping me if like the stream goes out and I don't know it, and I'm just sitting here playing VR having a fun time. And I'm like, oh fuck, it was down for how long? So, whenever I hear a Discord message, I'm like, oh fuck, that's something bad. It's a bad reinforcement metric now that I mention it. I think we want to go to the thing that was locked. That's usually like the right way. That thing over there usually. Oh, I guess not. Huh. Maybe we actually just did. I guess we're doing a lower level difficulty thing, so it doesn't necessarily need to be impossible. Ba 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 ba. Kick. Nah, I think they weakened a lot of stuff. By weakened, I mean like gave it cooldowns, which I hate because it's just like, what the fuck is the point, man? The best part about an RPG is finding ways to break it, essentially, you know? Not being like, maybe a little bit of this. That seemed like you were having too much fun, actually. Up. There we go. Okay, so I would say both weapons, they got consumed, right? They got consumed by the world, right? They were great when they were working. But now, I think it is time, ladies and gentlemen, to mess around on the other side of history, i.e. alien weaponry time, baby! Oh, the Spartan's armor, honestly, pretty sick. We did not do that. Yeah, we didn't have access to the most iconic of the weapons, which is the Halo shotgun, which I feel like is a sacrilege thing that we did, so we have to go and quickly use that. Maybe we'll just do a quick death run. Let's see, go all the way down here. Iconic shotgun for things, and then we'll mess around with alien fuckery. Okay. This one, it's the assault shotgun. Awesome. I can't really pull it back on my terms, but it's fine. That's fine.
Roaring Fetus said, do we have the grav hammer or energy sword?
Let's see if we do. We have the shield, we have the blasters, we have the honor guard energy staff, whatever. We have the energy sword, we have the gravity hammer, we have all of it. I don't think there's a limit to what we have, actually. What is that? Crystal chip. Master Chief Crystal. That's where I put my helmet? I don't know what that's about. Anyways, let's start off with the one. Let's keep, because I didn't realize we had so much. We still have the scout rifle to try out, which is going to be awesome. This is it right here. Oh no, this is the legit one. This is the one that actually I need to, let's put this away. And then we have the shotgun. Is this the legit shotgun? How is that going to reload? Is it this? Alright, so this one is legit. Let's put this on our back. So now we need a...
Non-fetus said use a shotty and sword. Up close power combo.
Ooh, it's tempting, but I don't want to mix them too much just yet. We could. I guess, yeah, I guess. No, I can't, because we only have 4 pockets. We'll savor that. We'll get to that by the end of the stream for sure. But that'll be okay, yeah. Because I need to take it's weird when you have 2 guns. You also need to take 2 ammo pouches. You don't have to, but it just makes it feel a little less OP. So what was the weapons we had? So basically, if you take 2 weapons, you have to take 2 ammo pouches, which means you only really can have 2 weapons. So I kind of want to check off those things off the list. Let's do this. We have, what was the scout called again? It was called the shotgun is the M9, and then the scout is the BR55. BR55 pouch. Spawn. Can I take out the pouch that was fake? There it is. Put this pouch. And this pouch. Throw that one out. Alright, we have the BR55, and then we need the Scout. Scout one. Unless the AR one works for the same thing. Sniper, Magnum, Pistol, BR55. Is that what that is? BR55? All the Scout mags maybe BR55. Oh, that was what I think we have, right? Yeah, no, that's definitely the Scout. Okay, so we have the Scout. Sorry, we need the M9 is what we need. M9 pouch. What the fuck is that? Needler M9 pouch. Is it in this one? Buck pouch.
Gnawing Fetus said, hot damn, a BR3 shot burst hit scan powerhouse.
Ooh. I'm happy we have a Halo expert here, because I am pretty lost. Okay, that does look right. Ooh. Ooh. It just eats them beautifully. Okay. Hell yeah. A little bit of recoil, but not too crazy. All right, cool. Is it my left side or right side? Okay, so we have both of these. We have the Scout, which I wonder if the Scout actually works. It does. Oh my God! Can you guys see that? How does it look like for you? Is it aimed down the? No, it's not. Unfortunately. Let's see. How do I make it line up for you guys? No, it's not awful. For me, in my center right eye, it is a little bit off, but it's not impossible. I need to like. Is that better if I hold it like to the far left of my eye? It's a little better, but I don't think it's impossible for you guys to see when I look like that. Maybe, hopefully, it's hard to kind of gauge, but yeah. Anyways, to reload this one, we just do that, and oh, that's mean.
Gnawing Fetus said, by no means an expert, but one of my friends is semi-pro, and another two are Destiny freaks.
Ooh.
And Destiny is Halo MMO, more or less.
The Lone Syndicate said, I never know what to comment on these sort of stream because I don't know too much about Halo, only played one game long ago.
Oh, really? What was your game then, Lone? What was your main game? Because a lot of us played Halo as our main game for a while. That was our childhood for a lot of it. Grin just eating his roar. I mean, hey, you hungry. Gnawing says, do we have a gravity hammer? We do. The shoddy sword. It would be a nice combo. Hot damn, the BR, 3-round burst, hit scan, powerhouse. By no means an expert, but one of your friends was pro. And another two are Destiny freaks, and Destiny and Halo basically the same. Yeah. Pretty sure Lone grew up with PlayStation on Xbox. Oh, is that right? I guess it was exclusive to Xbox, wasn't it? Man, I forgot how bad console wars were. I'm so happy that we're living in an age where I'm starting to forget how bad it is. Because yeah, most at least as a PC fan, we've basically treated as kings, kings amongst peasants, which normally was not the case, but now it very much is. Pause this. Jump over here. Good. Cat says, I've loved the Halo series, Reach 2, 3, 4, 5. I haven't played the last two, I think. The last two I haven't gotten really into, but last one I played and I liked a lot was Reach.
Gnawing Fetus said Halo is still locked to PC, Xbox.
That makes sense. Again, I don't know. I was always in the Xbox ecosystem, but I would consider myself more on the Sony side of things. But then Sony kind of became Sony's in the most hard thing to kind of comprehend for me because it's like, I don't know. I just it's frustrating because like
Raidnade said, I never know what to comment on these streams, cause half the time I am getting distracted while playing games.
Yeah, again, guys, I don't think you guys need to comment anything. The fact that you guys are here and every now and again you guys ask.
Lone Syndicate said, yes, I played mainly PlayStation. I guess my main game as a kid was Devil May Cry 3. I remember playing that a lot.
That's solid. That makes sense. That makes sense why a lot of people have. I did hear. How do you guys feel about that? Well, sorry, to wrap up what I was going to say. Don't ever feel like you guys are obligated to like say something on the stream. It's okay. What do you call it? Worst case scenario, we can talk about you or me or what's going on.
Because of Halo 1 myself.
With us, you know.
Back in 2004.
Yes, I played many PlayStation, I guess. My main game was Devil May Cry 3. I got the OG Xbox because of Halo myself back in 2004. Lone says, well then, you are hyped for the new DMC. I was going to say, how do you guys feel about the thing that like Sony, Horizon Zero Dawn, all of these kinds of games seemingly are coming up against, which is this idea of what worked in the past is no longer working at all, or at least it seems like it's not. So for instance, not a lot of people are very excited for the new Assassin's Creed, which was Ubisoft's like biggest moneymaker. I shouldn't say they're not excited, it's just they're not as excited, and it's going like a downward trajectory. Same thing with Square Enix and Final Fantasy, where people, that was normally like we need to print money, let's just release one of these games, and bang. And the last Final Fantasy is starting to train massively downwards. So the thought that, like, to me, that screams out when I hear this kind of news coming up from all these gaming companies, same thing with Ubisoft and you know, all these things, which is, yeah, man, it's been, you haven't made something new. Like, I don't know why I'm getting so, I just hate it. I hate when I see like 90% of E3 is like, hey, here's this super niche game that's trying to make a political statement or a thing, you know. I also despise when it's like, hey, here's another remaster. It's like, this is not why I got into games. I didn't get into games to like, be talked at.
Final Fantasy is trending downwards due to the Sony exclusivity, not because the recent titles are poor quality.
Yeah, yeah. To me, I don't know. I just feel like it's. I want something new. I don't really feel very excited for things. Even like the next year is the one game that I feel like is going to get shat on is Avowed, which is shitty. Because I do think it's like, at least it's kind of like a newer-ish IP. It's like trying something a little different, but it's just coming out around like the good version of sequels, which is like GTA, which always seems to be like a pretty good, like, we up the ante, we give stuff out, it's a big-ass product. It's not like you're getting like a tiny little bit of something that you've experienced before usually. Or if it is, it's been like months and years and no one's come for Rockstar's lunch, weirdly enough. I don't know, buddy. I just feel like, what do you call it? It's like, yeah, of course the games are not like selling as much as they were, because it's something that you haven't done much with. Like, if you show Assassin's Creed, as much as I do think Assassin's Creed is kind of neat, even though they did the whole like Dark Souls-ification of it, then they kind of made it gamey. I don't know, man. I love Assassin's Creed so much. So like for me, I want to say also, I'm a guy. Now you guys, I just there's so much going on in my brain right now. Like, I'm having like conversations with myself at like Mach 50, and I'm trying to like speak on it, and it's just not happening. I heard, I'm like, to play devil's advocate. One, I'm very disappointed with Assassin's Creed, and I love that series to bits. It's been my like favorite game series of all time, kind of thing. Not of all time, but I just really liked it. That kind of started ending right around Black Flag and Syndicate.
Lone Syndicate said, did you guys hear the new Assassin's Creed got pushed back to February of 2025?
Yeah, that's the news that we're kind of talking about. Probably should have introed the conversation with that. But that's where all this is coming from, where like people are like, Ubisoft's in trouble and da-da-da-da. But yeah, what do you call it? The thing that drives me nuts is twofold. One, yeah, man, I don't know why. The Assassin's Creed thing has not showed me anything that makes me excited for Assassin's Creed in any way. It's like, hey, the world looks pretty, doesn't it? Yeah, but who gives a fuck? Like, it doesn't matter. Hey, you can like stealth with this character and be brute with this character. Okay, I have to pick, and all right. Like, it's still not. It's something that we've had like in For Honor, not For Honor, sorry. The Valhalla Viking game, Valhalla, and then the other Assassin's Creed game. That's kind of where we're at. Like, there's nothing exciting there. If they were to show us, like, hey, you're a fucking baby who ends up growing the Assassin's Creed order in some bog standard, like, Persian country or some shit, kind of like a Ubisoft's half-witted attempt to do, like, a Prince of Persia Assassin's Creed game, sure. Whatever. Like, they kind of did that with Bazif, but not really. I don't know. It's just maddening to me, where I'm like, yeah, tell me one thing that the Assassin's Creed game has that's, one, exciting, and two, hasn't been done in any of the games before. And then they could bring back features like what I want, which is like building up your Assassin's Creed order and like increasing your like individual things, like kind of like Pal World except with assassins.
Flufferkin said, meanwhile, Sucker Punch is releasing Ghost of Yotei next year, so they're beating Ubisoft to the punch of a Assassin's Creed in Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
Twice.
Yeah, that's also the other thing is like Ghost of Yotei. But anyways, to play devil's advocate, I feel like people are shitting on Assassin's Creed 6 a lot. To me, I just don't think it's exciting. Like, it's not. The reason why I was excited for the Assassin's Creed ninja game was because I wanted the ninja-like experience, and not the like lore accurate.
Gnawing Fetus said game devs need to listen more to customers, less to stockholders, in my opinion.
No, for sure, man. I think the main thing is that game developers have lost sight so much of, like, again, you wouldn't be trying to make like a political statement or like a justification of like this thing. Not even a political statement, but you like the main. You're like, I feel like they've lost touch with who they're making games for. Like, it's no longer about, like, what does our players want? What do they find interesting? And then you see these games, which is hilarious because, like, what was that game, Stellar Blade, that came out? There's also another game where it's, like, hot ass and like, a sexy-looking characters. The dudes are fucking buff and jacked and, like, crazy militarized, and the women look hot and etc. And then that's, like, a game that probably shouldn't have been so successful is tremendously successful because at least it's understanding what players want. And it's not trying to, like convince you that this thing that they made is actually super good and that you should like it. Instead, it's like, no, we're just going to understand what they like and then give it to them. Same thing with Power World, where it's like, what do people like about Nintendo games? How can we make that better and more fun? What do you call it? And not like Nintendo is going to take the perception of Power World and make it like a happy, fun kid game. And then it's like, no, our customers want not only Nintendo, but they're fucking grown adults. They probably like guns. They probably like all these other things. And they probably still want like a wholesome atmosphere thing. Let's give that to them, but let's also feed the other things. Like Power is probably the best example of like a game that just was just trying to aim at the customer itself. Anyways, before I get caught in my head, to say that one thing I was going to say about Assassin's Creed Shadows, the one criticism I've heard that I thought was like just frustrating, like crazy, was and I don't think it's deserved at all, was the notion that Assassin's Creed and the ninja guy being like African American guy is like an absolute stretch. You know what I mean? And to me, it's annoying when I see like certain news articles where Japanese people were like, "This is unacceptable. This is not what happened." I'm like, motherfucker, when we were playing Ezio with the goddamn Da Vinci or some shit, made us like a crazy weapon of whatever. This is not like, Assassin's Creed has always been like lightly inspired by history, but not, there's a fucking like demon race or some shit, or like an ancient race of technology. Like, this is not, what are you talking about? Like, it's just crazy to me. like there's a battle to win here, boys. This is a weak one, for sure. Assassin's Creed has always been psychotic and silly, and like it's just using history as kind of like, it's in a historical character that we can kind of play off of and have. It's like a fanfic basically, but using history as like the source material. But Yasuke being a fucking dude who's black or whatever, and it's just like nothing. It means it's like this is the worst argument for why this game isn't gonna hit. Same thing for Yote.
Lone Syndicate said, fun fact, there actually is a tale of a black samurai. Yeah. So it's not complete out the window.
But even if it was, it's not the first time Assassin's Creed's been insane. You know what I mean? Like, even if it was, I'm happy with Assassin's Creed not being 100% serious. We played a big fucking Native American boy who transformed into eagles and a bunch of weird shit. Why is this the weird thing where you're like, bitch, not today?
McFlufferkin said, funner fact. That tale has been debunked as complete fiction.
Sure, but again, it doesn't matter. Also, I've heard the both sides of things. I've heard people say that like there was a guy who existed who was black. There's pictures of him. He's alongside a samurai, but he wasn't probably a samurai. He was probably a merchant or something akin to that. So yeah, but to me again, it's like people get it doesn't. It's insane. We're insane. Assassin's Creed's always been insane. Like, to me, it's insane when people are like, "Hey, this is actually supposed to be lore accurate." I'm like, honestly, Ghost of Tsushima, to me, like, you could look at like them making certain choices because they have a precedent of things being pretty goddamn ironclad. They don't mess around with fucking weird magic usually. Maybe like an extrapolation on like martial arts ninja shit, but that's kind of it. You know, it's all grounded pretty realistically. Assassin's Creed is like, it's just nonsense. Like the fact that you have like a piece of Eden and you're like murking people and they're ripping the souls out of people. It's like, this game has never been serious. This game has been like a fanfic for years. It's wild. And also it's frustrating that like, again, Japan people, I've seen other articles about this, and this could just be like fear-mongering or like building a bigger fire than it actually is. But I've heard certain Japan people be like, hey, whether it's like news sites being like, hey, this location isn't real. And maybe you can get mad at that, sure, but like, I'm sure every other continent, like Swedes and stuff, could have got pissed.
Less about what is or isn't historically accurate. It's how Ubisoft has been treating the fans like idiots because they wanted an AC set in Japan where we play as Japanese protagonists.
Yeah, but what do you call it? To me, you are playing as a Japanese protagonist. Like that to me is the one thing that doesn't make sense to me. Where it's like, yes, it's like just because you're not playing as like maybe again if the whole thing we just talked about like you're making something that players want is maybe making like a Ghost of Tsushima. But I think they would have got criticism if it was just Assassin's Creed in Japan where you could play as like a dude or a woman. It would be the same thing of like people being like, oh, it's just like just go play Ghost of Tsushima. It's not as good as that. Just go play that. So I feel like they did the right thing in this context, which is okay. Ghost of Tsushima was one of the best like lore accurate versions of the East, and we're gonna get compared to that. So why not try to have fun with that and create like a dynamic story where I'm sure she's gonna have some crazy overpowered powers where she's like combusting into dust, and the samurai guy is probably going to be juiced out of his mind and getting like shot with arrows and being fine. So like I feel like they made the right choice given the context of the question that they were going to have to live up to. And also, you still get to play as a Japanese character. Like, yeah, to me it's like you playing as this dude who is extrapolation on history or maybe didn't even exist is well within like the weird like again, there's like things you can criticize about the game that I think are like locked in, like the game not looking exciting, the game not looking fun. But this weird argument where people are trying to like justify that Assassin's Creed has always been like perfectly historically accurate, or even kind of historically. It's like its base drop is like, yeah, there's an area that looks somewhat similar to the location, and then there's characters that are throughout history that will pop up. But then that guy was like a fucking part of an Assassin's Creed guild, and it's like Lincoln or like Thomas Jefferson, and like you're fucking shitting on Thomas Jefferson and telling that he was like a horrible monster in this case or that case. It's just to me it's just it's the weakest part of the argument that honestly doesn't stand up. So like go for all the other ones that are like locked in, that are hard as fuck, that like that's the true criticism I think of the game. That's the shotgun shells. This and then this. All right, we're locked in. But yeah, I don't know. That's the one thing that frustrated me is again I think there's a good argument for like why Assassin's Creed Rogue is not very exciting, but all the arguments that I've seen just don't. Maybe it's just me. I'm just insular in this case, but to me, I wish people just stuck to what was like solid. Like you haven't innovated on the Assassin's Creed formula in quite a little while. You keep throwing like a bunch of random shit in the world, like in Valhalla, which is the same problem of like you look at your map and there's a fucking 1,000 things to do, and now you don't even get the satisfaction of completing them all because they eventually come back and you have to go do them again. And not only that, but there's tons of microtransactions in your game. So like it's
McFluffigan said, and a huge difference is that the culture of Japan is still very much relevant to many today. We have people that can debunk it en masse instead of just a few historians getting into debates.
But what do you call it? But to me, if anything, Fluff, that feels more unfair. So you have like that was the criticism that I had for like people who were like debunking, which again, debunking what? The game is a fucking fanfic of history and all. Like there's no debunking. It's their own weird bullshit that they could spew out in any possible way. And then the second thing was, what do you call it? I found it disingenuous when I seen some of the like Japan historian people going crazy when there's been pirate depictions, there's been Swedish depictions, there's been Italian predictions, all these things, and none of the other people had a foot up their ass and was like, this is wrong. This is unacceptable. This is not our thing, because it's a game. It's a game that's a fanfic. It's not trying to be like the most correct thing ever. And it's weird that like these people are shining a light on your culture and stuff, and they're saying no. Maybe they're like, hey, don't make the game at all. Maybe, I don't know. It just seemed like a weird thing in general to me, where I don't get it. And again, if they do, then more power to them. But it's one of those things that I couldn't see the sense in. But maybe that's my ignorance in the sense, but like I haven't heard a proper argument for why. I'm like, yes, this is a justifiable frustration, but again, maybe if I was because I am Native American and I had the same thing happen with Assassin's Creed 3, and I kind of just took my lumps. I'm like, yeah, that's not a really great depiction of this instance, but it is what it is. And again, I think the microtransaction thing is a solid pain point that you can mention that I feel like is pretty valid. But then there's the other things which I feel like are a little less. So I didn't want to go into this.
McFluffigan said the newest trilogy had plenty of criticism, both in terms of gameplay formula and historical inaccuracies, especially after Ubisoft did the Discovery tour and insisted it be used for education.
Huh? Yeah. But wouldn't the discovery tool be an antidote to this, where they could still have their fun? But like, to me, when I hear that, where like they have a discovery tool, if the discovery tool is like heinous and deeply wrong, then this is just like you're saying like you're rewriting history, which is not great. But to me, it almost feels like Ubisoft's like, yeah, we want to keep having fun with these stories and like adjusting characters and stuff like that, and being silly within our, not silly, sorry, but like making our own rules, basically not being restricted by history. But historians keep coming at us and saying that we're like doing something wrong. And there was some basis for like Assassin's Creed were one of the first games that like try to ground themselves within some metric of history. So in order to make them satisfied, let's give them like let's hire historians to basically go through and like charter all of these locations and what they mean and why they were important. This seems like Ubisoft's approach of basically trying to manage both of those things, about being like, okay, this is where we can make people happy and still have our way. But then I think people just for the sake of their argument, because they want to justify why they're mad, are like, well, I'm only going to see that as a verification that they know they're being rude about the accuracy of the history of all this stuff. Damn it, it's hard. But yeah, I don't know. Again, it's one of those things where I usually try to like to listen to both sides. No, I always listen to both sides, and I try to see like the strongest argument for both. And that was to me the weakest one, is where like them trying to perceive that Assassin's Creed has been anything but a fan fiction, unrealistic, unhistorical thing. It uses history as like a fanfic's baseline property of like same thing you do with Riverdale or anything else. Ooh, we shot through two. Bang, bang. Oh, wait, is there one up there? No, we're good. Okay, let's reload before we progress too much. I should not have put it on the right hip. It's awkward for me to go around the gun like this. Come on. Nope. I'm not sure if I'm grabbing the wrong thing. How many bullets can this take? That's it. All right, good. We have it locked and loaded. I think it's on my left side. Good. All right. Oh, Kat said, "Love and Grin podcast mode. It's cool to hear your thanks, Kat." I don't know if it's a fair thought. Like, I don't have it. This is not one of those things where I'm like locked in. I know a lot about, but again, I've tried to listen to both sides about the Assassin's Creed issue. And again, it's not that there's not good issues. It's just I find it's always like the plight of having a conversation and trying to make yourself heard is a person basically like having 100 things to say, when really there's like 4 arguments that is all you need for someone to be like, I immediately connect with you, I immediately understand what you're saying, and I think you're correct. But then a person who's played a lot of the Assassin's Creeds and knows how wonky especially the fucking like the ancestral stuff gets, and like the weird god stuff gets, and then hearing somebody talk about how like this black samurai never existed, and I'm kind of just like, what? I mean, yeah, but also Da Vinci never did this weird shit. Like again, it's like Da Vinci making us tools for Assassin's Creed, whatever, like making us all kinds of weird shit. To me, is the exact same extrapolation on history as saying that this black guy who existed in Japan at some point is now a samurai. It's no longer different. Like it's not an extrapolation of like, yeah, this person was here in history. Let's use them. Let's throw them into the heap of thing. And it doesn't feel virtue signally to me. It's not like he's like there's a big thing with like slavery or some weird thing. Maybe there is. But it just seemed like it was, yeah, let's make this beefy fucking badass samurai person. Same thing with like, so I hear the same criticism, which is like, to me, it's again, it's like people are frustrated with the game industry, and this is something that they've seen before.
McFlufferkin said this has been a steady decline in trust of Ubisoft since AC Black Flag, and the self-cannibalism of Far Cry, Tom Clancy games, etc.
No, for sure. But that to me, that's the point that people need to say, is they need to say, there's been a steady decline of Ubisoft, and then these are the issues I have. The microtransactions have been seemingly getting worse. They don't innovate on their gameplay really, and it's the same like map filled with random shit for us to do, and it's getting overplayed. You being like, Yasuke was never in Japan. He didn't exist, and that's a weak argument to me. I'm not saying that's the argument you're making, Fluff. I'm saying that's the argument I've heard everyone else make. And I'm thinking it's just the argument that makes people like discount you, and it kind of makes me discount you because you immediately stop making sense because I've played the previous Assassin's Creed games. It's all crazy. But anyways, But that you saying that like Ubisoft has been in a decline and they haven't listened to players and they've kind of just decided to like lean on Assassin's Creed has always worked and it will always work, therefore we don't need to change or innovate. That to me is a very strong like, yeah, Ubisoft definitely does that a lot. That's something that should be held accountable for doing too much, you know. But that's like the strongest version of the argument, and that's not what I'm. Do I have no mana? Oh, I don't. I guess I don't have any. I guess I turned off my gravity powers. Shit. I guess I must have actually turned off. That's not good. That's not good at all. Gravity powers are the mobility in this game. I think it's up there that we need to go. But I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was gonna be. Something about Assassin's Creed again, but oh no, that's what I was gonna say. So as much as I'm frustrated with like people bringing up Yasuke, I've also seen the other thing on like I would say Twitter, but yeah, Twitter. I've seen other people be like, "Why the fuck are we playing?"
11,234 said, "I remember when the ODSTs had gravity powers. Halo 7."
Oh really? I don't remember. I have like faint memories of Halo games. It's nothing quite clear. But I was going to say, just to round off this kind of conversation, I see the same thing happen with Ghosts of Yote, where people are basically like, ugh, why are we playing a woman? And don't get me wrong, I always like when I get to play my characters, essentially. Like, I can make a character. I always prefer character customization, basically, over other things. Like, again, I think that'd be probably the version of, like, again, if we're talking about why... I can't climb this fucking ladder, by the way. If we're talking about, like, Ubisoft being disconnected from what players actually want, I think it would have been awesome to play... like a samurai where you could actually change the look of your character. I would love to be able to like shape the way my character looks. Now, don't get me wrong, I'd be fine with it having to be restricted to like an Asian style, whatever the hell. But it's just nice being able to make your version of a character rather than being like, this is your version. That way everyone wins. If you want a woman, you can make a woman character. If you want a man, you can make a man character. All are going to be Asian because maybe they do want to like make a story with an Asian lead because that's just a thing. That's totally fine to me. You know, whatever, it's your story, write your story. What I don't like is when people tell you to write the story that you want. If you want to make an Asian character and it's what you really want, fucking go ham. But if people are like, you should make an Asian character because you're racist, that's fucked up. I like that. But anyways, back to Ghost of Yote. I've seen people say the same thing where people are like, ugh, I don't want to play a woman. That's not cool. What do you call it? They would never have allowed this or whatever weird basis they may have. I feel the same thing of like, this is silly. Like, this is like, again, there's reason for this to make sense. And I also, to me, the only thing I have with the issue with Ghost of Yote is that I thought they ended the game, Ghost of Tsushima, with a very clear, like, this story will continue with our main guy. Like, it made me feel like there was going to be many more games, and not just the end of our guy's story. So that's the only thing that's weird to me about the Ghost of Tsushima guy not being in the sequel. And also, but it all makes sense when you think, oh, this is 300 years in the future. So apparently, Ghost of Yote is going to be 300 years in the future, and this is the new protagonist. They're probably going to be like legends about the ghost and all that stuff, right? But again, it's still a little weird that they didn't really like. To me, I had the expectation. Maybe it's me being fucked up. I had the expectation.
McFlufferkin said, "I believe Ghost of Tsushima continued Jin's story in the DLC."
Oh. Okay, never mind. Maybe they did wrap it up. So maybe it's just me. I didn't even know there was a DLC for Ghost of Tsushima. I thought there was a... okay. I know there was like that weird, like... You played it a lot, Fluff, which was like this... what was it called? This, like the weird Oni demon monster things. Oh, I mean, hey. I mean, it's not lore accurate, but still. That's like another type of thing where like these games, which are historically accurate, are only historically accurate to the point in which you can still have a lot of fun with them. Yeah, which again, I don't know if that's the fairest comparison, because again, like, I think that was completely admitted by the, by the devs, that to be just a goof. Gee, you're not like that. Yeah. This one's a little fucky. Oh, I didn't empty the mag. Yeah, when it comes to grabbing this, I don't know who holds a mag like that, but still, it's fine.
Lone Syndicate said, I still haven't played Ghost of Tsushima, yet I might have to play it soon.
Ooh, Lone! I would say wait until till Ghost of Yote is nearer, and then play it, because I feel like it would translate. Because it is one of those games that, like, I remember beating Ghost of Tsushima, and it was one of those games that I ended up wanting to play more. And I even ended up making like builds just to have a little more playtime with it. But in this case, you would just transition to the next game and have even more time to play. That's a testament to how good that game is. Again. Man, it's tough though. Like as much as I give, like I agree with Ubisoft is in decline, and I've agreed with that for like years now, like years and years. Even when they changed, I don't know. That's basically how why I get frustrated is because like I don't know how to fix it for me. You know, like I was frustrated with Assassin's Creed when it pivoted to like a Dark Souls Egyptian thing, because I really did like the formula of Assassin's Creed. I just wanted less shit on my map and more things that were meaningful to do, like actual meaningful side quests, which I think Brotherhood had. But I don't know, because like arguably people could be like, well, Assassin's Creed did reinvent the formula, they did change the gameplay, but I guess my response is, yeah, but it just wasn't for me. The gameplay that I changed wasn't something I wanted. You know, I don't know. It's one of those things where like I Assassin's Creed specifically is in a place where I'm like, I don't even know anymore, man. And it sucks because like I would probably be the most excited for Vikings and ninjas, and Vikings was kind of neat, but it still hit me that like this is still more Assassin's Creed in the areas in which I don't want more Assassin's Creed, which like I don't want more go to this camp, fight some more shit, and do that. I don't want that part more. You know, I don't want the weird like third-person executions, and then they're dead as you like roll around, and there's an enemy that you just keep chopping at, and eventually they die. Even though if that's maybe like a different slight adjustment to Assassin's Creed, it's still the stuff that they've kept about Assassin's Creed is the stuff that I don't really connect with. You know.
Catman 11234 said, I hate the gear score stuff they've added to the AC games.
Yeah.
Leveled enemies is something the series didn't need,
I
in my
agree.
opinion.
I agree. I also think like you could have had fun with it. Like I still think you could have RPGified the game in like instead of doing gear score, they could have done like Elden Ring, where essentially like, no, there's like a better weapon that you
Lone
unlock.
Syndicate said, I would say the later game went a Souls-like, more akin to an RPG style of gameplay, and enemies had more health to compensate for the different style of progression.
Yeah. So for me, again, I think like the version of Assassin's Creed that I would want, like I would rather it would have taken the RPG, not the like the difficulty swing. I'm talking about the RPGification of like when you're playing Elden Ring. You can take any weapon in the game, level it up to a certain amount, but it's not gear score. It's not like you're trying to get enough power and like legendaries. It's like, oh no, this weapon has a really unique effect. This weapon has a really unique assassin skill built into the baseline of it that gives you like an edge. Oh shit, there's like a faction of Viking weapons that are like Norse based, and it's just like ancient technology from the fallen race. Something like that, without having all this gear score and stuff, and like, hey, you need to get more stat points for strength to be able to do more damage, to be able to make this build, instead of just being like, no. You have your base like health, strength, maybe like stamina or whatever it is, just like base stats that you can invest in. Like I think they could have made Assassin's Creed RPGified without making it the worst part about RPGs, which is like MOBAs, essentially. Like, not MOBAs, sorry, MMOs, which is like, it's all about just increasing the numbers. The numbers, Jason, just more numbers, higher numbers. Yes, there's an update. The numbers are reset and your progression has meant nothing. More numbers. And it's just like, I hate it. I hate it so much. It feels hollow. It feels empty. I don't like it. I don't like it. I much prefer the Elden Ring thing where, like, you can grind. Elden Ring's probably the best RPG that doesn't really feel like an RPG.
Said the bigger issue with the recent delay to AC Shadows is now it's going to compete with Monster Hunter Wilds and some other big releases in February 2025.
Fluff, I don't even know how to handle the next couple years. You know what I mean? Or next year, sorry. Like, next year feels like I'm just sad. I'm not going to be able to play shit. You know what I mean? Like, next year is going to be like, oh god. Next year, sorry, we're not really, we're talking about it, but it's like a podcast, like Kat was saying. There's so many games, and I don't even know how we're gonna be able to like play half of them, you know. And like they're all like, and it's also games that like I think are probably gonna be good. Like I would have loved to play in like this year with downtime. I honestly think a lot of them should just be like outwardly delayed until there is like a gap in the year in which you can play them. Not a very good shot. There's also delay. Does it actually have like armor degradation? It does. Oh, hello. Oh, I didn't mean to grab that. I meant to grab. Kick. Spartan kick. Spartan kick. There we go. Spartan kick. No. Why? You know what? Fuck this. Okay. Damn fucking satchel kept falling off. What's with the little floating knife? Oh god. There. Okay. I didn't mean to grab it one-handed. Okay. Jeez Louise. We have 5 bullets. Let's reload. Okay, I don't need to grab this pin. It goes away when it's there. Hot damn. Okay. This is my boomstick. Yeah, no kidding. That was a good execute. I forgot we had it for a minute there. I finally connected my head. This doesn't look like Blade and Sword. Says Bolty. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us finally return home, and we will continue. Someone's throwing shit at me. Magic. We will make this freakishly Halo. All right, this right now has still been Halo, Isekai on a planet, whatever you want to call it. Okay, we're gonna make it Halo. You will have to tell me how well I did at matching the right circumstances up. We have our 2 weapons. They get stuck together. We have our 2 ammo pouches. Give me the whole satchel. There we go. Do I have to hold? No, it's this and then this. There we go. All right. Finally. I should probably catch him on chat.
McFlufferkin said, so now that Caesar has come home, what's your plans for the next few banner sets?
The plan for right now for Caesar is to just keep throwing pebbles at her banner. Sorry, not her banner, sorry, her weapon banner. And see if I can get that weapon, and then we're done. And then we're just saving for a lifetime. Pretty sure the DLCs after that main thing did that. Trying to catch up on everything so I didn't miss anything. I will say on the Ubisoft thing, though, the one thing I still... It's weird. I probably shouldn't. And I kind of hate myself that I do. But I would kind of be excited to play Far Cry. Even though I would love it if they rebooted shit. Like, I would love it if Ubisoft finally was like, you know what? Just for the shits and giggles of it, let's make Far Cry, but let's make it like a reboot of Far Cry 2, which was like, you had to pick shit out of your arm. It was super hardcore. You could die easily. It was kind of inconvenient, but it was still fucking awesome. And if there was growth there, I would love it. Like, if we just had... no, I don't want to say. I won't put this out in the world. But if we had a remastered Far Cry 2, like a full-on reboot, not remaster, sorry, a reboot of Far Cry 2, where they like leaned into all the things that made it crazy, I would fucking take that. You know what I mean? But anyways, I'm not quite burnt out on Far Cry yet. I think I also skipped 2 games, so that's why. Still probably having a little bit of hope of fun. You gotta love when all the games come out at the same time. I'm just now starting Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, that is the good news. Again, it's bad in the sense that like such a big part of gaming to me is like the hang where like everyone's playing the same game. You're all making progression. You're all talking about it. That's like the best thing. Maybe it's just because I've been a YouTube person for so long where like I'd love subscribing to content creators that are all playing the same game as me, and it's just like a fun. We're all growing together. We're all learning together. It's really fun. But yeah, when everyone's stagnated like this, it's like, it kind of loses the mysticism about it, you know? Nong says, I can't wait for Monster Hunter Wilds. Yeah, that's also another one. That one's, man, it's tough. We're going to have to, like, sit down probably and talk about what probably on tomorrow, probably after we're done playing a little bit of Bone Lab, I'll probably have to sit down and be like, okay, what game are coming out? What are we going to focus on? And I don't mean we, I mean just me, like me. But yeah, I'm Monster Hunter World, like, awesome. I don't know if I'm the Monster Hunter fan base kind of person. I want to be. I'm not 100% sure yet. But yeah, Monster Hunter I think should be one of the ones we try to strive to play for. It's just such a glutton. I just know it's going to be like a fucking monster play. It's going to take so long. Yeah, I definitely think the one game that I want to play next year is Avowed. I should say, there's a lot of games coming out next year, but unfortunately they're still like limited by shittiness. Like GTA, as much as I want to play that, is not going to come to PC, so I'm not going to be playing it until probably a year later, which is ass. And there's another game that's like that. I forget what that is. What's good, Sponge? Sponge says hi. Join the stream of yours is so. Thank you, Sponge, and have you popping in. Magic is just what it hasn't been explained by science yet. Ooh, so to them, he's definitely using swords. I mean, that is probably true. He's got this staff, and he's got this cool armor. Yeah. It makes sense for Japan developers as most of their facial years end in March, so that release is a big potential financial hit just before. Yeah, it makes sense. I also didn't think they. I mean, dude, the whole like Star Wars Outlaws. Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh, guys, my headset died. Oh no. I didn't get to show you the map I made. Not made, I downloaded. Oh, I thought I plugged it in for like an hour beforehand, but I guess when it's shut off, it doesn't charge, which doesn't make any fucking sense in the planet. Oh, gang. Well, we're probably going to move over to ZZZ, I guess. I know you guys were loving the I mean, it was cool. I do think we probably should play that again. But anyways, I'll be right back. I got to get everything situated. God damn it. Actually, I can keep my headset on. What were we talking about? We were saying some stupid shit. I don't know what it was. Let me get everything sorted. But what was I saying? I'm gonna look like a mess, by the way. We just spent an hour in VR, and usually I don't like to show you guys my face afterwards because it's just soaked in sweat and my hair's all matted and crap. But let me get everything in the right place. What was I saying? Oh, I gotta get my camera going too, and it's usually just a fucking bastard about it. What was I saying? Something. Oh, yeah. Actually, I wanted to respond to something. That's why I was. God damn it, watching you. Let me see. What was chat saying before? Let me get my refresher. Sponge popped in, said hi. What? Magic is just yes. Far Cry was Far Cry 2 and 3 were so good. I agree. 4 is cool. 5 is just kind of yeah. I would say I feel like they lost some momentum eventually. I feel like they became like it looked again. It's the same plight that has been in every Ubisoft game, which is every consecutive one looks prettier and prettier without adding any new gameplay feature in any capacity, which is ass.
Lone Syndicate said, so this is what happens when a VR headset dies midstream.
Yeah, well, the game still exists, so like the fire is still going. So basically the headset just disconnects. So when you would just reconnect it, it would go, but it doesn't. Oh yeah. Also, I have to use the washroom like badly, but I'm not gonna take off my headset, so you guys might hear a stream. All right, it's gonna be kind of uncomfortable and a little bit embarrassing, but hey, hopefully it doesn't go through. Hopefully it cuts out right now, and you guys cannot hear the difference in sound. And yes, you know what? I'm gonna hit the edge of the bowl because I'm ashamed. Okay. Hopefully you cannot hear anything. My aim is precise and fine. But yes, and when it comes to ZZZ, we are basically going to be going for the weapon. We're just going to be dropping all of the points
Bolty
into the weapon. What's that? Did that go through it all?
McFluffican said redefining streamer.
Now, guys, sometimes people use it as like an analogy for being a confident alpha male type, this and that, where you piss right into the water. But, you know, I feel like it's a skill issue. I always feel like, you know what? Sounds like you're just shit at aiming, honestly. Sounds like you couldn't hit a cigarette butt in a thing, okay? How dare you? That's some deep south nonsense Canadian shit. Where's my thing? It's over here. Oh, oh, moving this, moving that. Oh. I'm not pissing, by the way. I'm done. You guys couldn't put that together? I'm not having some sort of elaborate bowel thing happen. This here. Loop that into this. Don't fight me. You're fighting me. Nope. God damn it. Why? Why be so difficult? There we go. There we go. Ugh. Outside of that, I mean, outside of Ghost of Yotei, I feel like Sony is, does not look like a very good year for Sony. Let's move this here. Let us go this way. Actually, this is going to be awkward. Let's go back to face cam. I'm going to look hideous. Forgive me. Face cam. Turn off. Turn on. It's going to be frozen. I look gross. I look so gross. Ugh. And put it back in. God, my beard looks just fucked. Anyways, this, deactivate, activate. It's me. It's your boy. And the audio is going to only get marginally better, and the sound is going to get only slightly better. Look at that dent in my forehead because of, yeah. Can I show you guys my gray hairs on my side of my head? Did you see that? Also, I hope I turned off the thing. Thank God you
Volty
guys
said
have
washed
substances.
hands?
Yes,
100%.
I always wash my
Said
hands.
someone screenshot that face dang
100%.
too slow.
Always. Always. Yeah. Anyways. Listen, man, it's one of those things that I'm not proud of, but it is what it is. I just gotta not touch my mouth. Okay. Yeah. Listen, if I were to go into a public bathroom, it's undeniable hands washing. No questions asked. When I'm in my own home, I'm not as worried about it, okay? That could be closed. That's closed. Open up Zenless. Am I alone on that? Do you guys fucking wash your hands every time without fail? Without fail. Never once? You know how much bacteria there is on everything? If you ever go down on a girl, I mean, like, hey. I mean, I feel like, listen, man, we're all fighting for nothing, really. We're all disgusting. All right. Let's go over here. There's... Oh, it is silent. Let me make it sound. Come on. This, and this, and this, and this, and boom. And boom. Ha! Oh, my chair cracked. Oh, God, please don't break. I just got you. Anyways, hiya, gang! Let me catch up.
McFlufferkin said, always wash my hands and hand sanitizer when available.
Yeah, yep, there are definitely people like that. I understand. I am not as, again, and I'm going to leave my home. I immediately, because I think, yuck. But for me, I'm not put my hands in my mouth, Let me go into chat. There we go. Pull that up. Is it going to refresh? No, it connects just now. Yikes. Let's go ahead and read chat so I don't miss anything. Pro and noob from Range Gaming is my going to Monster Hunter channel. Got it. Far Cry 2, says Fluff, was a transitionary game from the original devs Ubisoft acquired.
Lone Syndicate said, ooh, a wish time to gamble on the engine.
It is true. We only get one wish instead of two, I think, from the one we got one day. They gave me two one of these days. Cat says, GRINN pastry. I would not. We'll look back. Look past all that. Is someone screenshotting the face? Dang, too slow. Yes, good. Don't look. Shame, all that. All right, pull up chat. Boom. All right, the question is, will we get it? God, people are going to be confused as hell when they come into the stream. But guys, look. Isn't she beautiful?
Awaiting good day.
I'm at your
Where the fuck is he? There he goes.
Is
Boom.
we fighting?
Oh, level fucking 50. Nothing crazy, but okay. I got a little bit of her skills leveled up. I haven't unlocked the fucking boss. We probably should just burn through that, honestly.
Only the brave.
What was the other thing I was going to say? This is my Jane Doe. She is rocking 31 critical rate as well as 88 damage, but 356 anomaly.
McFlufferkin said, I believe after you complete Chapter 4, you can roam around as Caesar.
Ooh, okay. I felt like that was weird. I feel like they should just let you roam around more people. Maybe it's just harder to code
Lone
it in.
Syndicate said the boss is already unlocked. GRINN. You don't need to do the story.
Oh, I thought I tried to do it. It didn't work.
Volty said booey-wing.
When I did this, I went to this, and then I went to this, and I clicked, and it said go, and it said not available. That's why I thought it wasn't available. Maybe it is in a different way. Who knows? It looks like I have to fight John Doe, or not. Yeah, it looks like I have to fight her. That's what the material looks like. Anyways, perhaps it's like one of the first things you do in the story, but I just haven't gotten to that point. But anyways, our Jane Doe is looking like this. We have physical anomaly. We got level 50. It's just such. It costs so much to push him past 50. That's why I'm like, we had 50 for a little bit. Again, anomaly proficiency isn't. I think it's 420, or 450, which is the maximum point here. But apparently this guy has a perk that does that. So they were saying that you can kind of skirt that edge if you have him in the team, which is what we're kind of doing anyway. So it's good. Again, I do feel weird now that we did actually max out Piper. So I feel weird not using a character I have maxed out. And she is anomaly based, so I don't have the luxury of choosing what I want right now.
Lone Syndicate said you're currently in action, meaning you are locked in a story segment.
Oh. Shit, okay. Okay, we'll just burn through that then. Cat says, I'll probably head out, Grant. It's tour time. Have a good... Cat, you've been nothing but absolutely brilliant. I appreciate you talking to me so much. You actually gave me a lot to... just great things to think about and talk about. It was a good, lovely stream having you... Oh, I heard a... Oh, I can't unplug my stream thing. Anyways, appreciate you being here, Cat. Again, you were very vocal this stream, and I appreciate it. Especially with me going through my whole weird YouTube up and down mental scape about being like, I feel a little bit lost and all that stuff, so I appreciate you talking that through with me. As well as everyone else here who did that. I really appreciate the kind of things. But yes. So we have something to do.
Lone Syndicate said you also can walk around as Caesar once you're out of action.
Hell yeah. One wish. Ah, my nose. It's not going to work. It's going to be shit. Yeah. I can feel it. I can feel it now. After doing 100 of single pole wishes, I can just feel it in the air when it's just not going my way. But yeah, the one thing I didn't know about, which, again, I'm just ignorant on this stuff. I kind of, ZZZ, as much as I play it, I just kind of play it to the point at which I can kind of get by, i.e. do my daily stuff. But I'm fortunate that I didn't know how much this gives you. This whole thing is pretty cracked. Like, after doing one of these runs, I got like, I think it was like 2,500 for doing one of these. Now, maybe I completed other things alongside that, but holy shit, that was awesome. And then I see that this one has a time period, so I think I was shitting myself in that regard. I think this one I probably could have got like a 600, 800 pulls from just this, which I wasn't. So I think if looking at like the future, if I'm going to keep playing this game, I think that's probably something I should do, is make sure I do that, and then make sure I do the other thing. I just didn't think there was two. I thought there was only one, but it does look like that one resets, maybe? I don't know. But
Lone Syndicate said GRINN US ranked all of the stable node. Congrats, my friend.
Yeah, nothing was too crazy just yet. The only thing that seemed a little like it started to get tough was where was it? Is it this little guy? It's this one. This one's a little tough. This one's starting to get like it's pushing it a little bit. Where like I could tell I need to have my, like, it seems like you can beat a lot of stuff in this game if you have a stunner and you have an attacker and then you have max invested that attacker, or just like fully leveled them up consistently. You'll be able to deal enough damage where you can kind of like compete, not compete fast, but compete. But then when you start pushing into 7 and 6, I think that's when, like, if you want to consistently be able to do this, you need to have all of the other characters, i.e. your stunner, i.e. your supporter, buffed up to a certain extent, because that's where I find I'm starting to slightly be limited on. But anyways, let us...
Lone Syndicate said wait till you get to disputed node and ambush node.
It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad real fast. I bet. I bet. GRINN, what's good, Faceless? Faceless said, GRINN, are you going to play Monster Hunter Wild 3 months till release? It's one of those games I'm interested in. I don't know if I'm locked in yet. Does that make sense? So, like, there's so many games coming out next year. I gotta kind of pick the ones I want to play. One is definitely Avowed because it's just the one that I'm most excited for. It looks like the most unique. It's also just I've been craving like a Skyrim-like RPG. So that's cool. Also, I should probably turn down the game sound. It's probably coming in a little hot. But I do think I want to. Like, it depends on if Monster Hunter Wild is near anything else that's coming out that I'm excited to. But it's on the list. I'd say it's like an 8 as far as excitement goes. But I also don't know. When I was playing Monster Hunter for the first time, Monster Hunter World, the reboot kind, not reboot, but like the game that came out a while back, I remember having fun, but I also remember it never felt like it was a game necessarily made for me. Like I never really connected. Like I connected with, I just didn't really connect with the like go out and fight this enemy again and again and try to hit him in the face so that you get this one thing to drop again and again and again. You know, like the reason why I like RPGs or like Skyrim like experiences is because it feels like you're going out and you're helping this person out, and unfortunately very few games add in like your reputation is improving every time you interact with this person. So like your fame, your infamy, your power is getting improved, and Skyrim was probably the worst example of that because
You just got gold, and very rarely do you get like actual infamy. Every now and again, if you complete like Thieves Guild, you got like an actual like, hey, you're the leader or something, which is neat. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel with when it comes to Monster Hunter, where like I like it, but the gameplay loop of like go fight this monster a lot wanes on me. And it also could just be that I was playing like a weapon that wasn't very good. Like I was using the glaive, which is like I think not very damage heavy weapon. It's more of like a safety slight weapon, or maybe I just wasn't using it fast enough to deal damage. Whatever it was, I just never felt like it would really hit, you know. And I felt like I spent a lot of time just like chopping down enemies again and again. And I also remember me not having like a lot of power, so I had to like perfectly play the glaive, or at least like play it to the extent in which I didn't die, because I got one tap by some of these like end game bosses when you're trying to farm out legendary gear. And again, like now, maybe because I have my community locked in, I feel like some of you guys would play Monster Hunter World, we could play it together and grind it together and succeed, whereas back in the day it wasn't quite that easy. And yeah, to where like again I was fighting an enemy that I was like under leveled for, trying to get the armor that kind of takes you to the next level, but most people just had like a friend group to grind it out with and flourish, you know. Open for business. All right, now the hard part, to look at what our girl needs. Caesar. The question is, should we level up Caesar all the way, or should we level up you? Probably Caesar, because you're kind of doing enough. But you are the tip of the spear, but I want to be able to use Caesar and not feel weird about it. So,
McFlufferkin said it helps that Monster Hunter Wilds will release on PC and console at the same time, while I migrated fully to PC after World and Rise released there.
That is true.
Lone Syndicate said if we get into Monster Hunter, I wouldn't mind buying it to play with you, Grin.
Yeah, see, that might be not bad. That, again, maybe because I think back at like the main issue I had, which the grind wasn't that bad. Oh, it was bad. Again, as you're fighting the same monster like you fucking thousand times. But yeah, I think it could be good, especially if we had all of us playing it, and that could be good. We'll have to see. We'll wait. Again, I do still think like the gameplay that I think I really like is like RPG-ification stuff, where you're like running around the world and conquering stuff, as well as like stuff like this, where at least it feels like I guess I hunger for the feeling of progress, and Monster Hunter is kind of like you're working to play more. I guess like you're defeating this monster to get access to the next armor set, to then have to fight more monsters that are harder. So you're like, or at least in this one, you're like, no, I'm building my team to that enables me to like leech off of everything.
I am trying Monster Hunter World right now, and I think it's so far so good, but it's getting frustrating at times.
Yeah. So, yeah. Again, I think it's good, and I don't think everyone would ever deny it's not a good game. I think it's the level of the repetitiveness of doing the same monster, which is a dynamic battle. It's just like the same people who like beat 'em up games, like Street Fighter or some shit like that. It's that feeling of like I have no idea how people can do that, who play like Street Fighter and like those types of games, where it seems like the thing that is interesting to you has to be the combos and like
Lone
the
Syndicate
learning.
Said I never played a Monster Hunter World game.
Now what? I think you'd. Actually, I'm trying to think of if you have a game that I could like pull upon. I mean, if you like Devil May Cry, it's not quite like Devil May Cry, but it is that kind of like slasher feeling, depending on the weapon that you take. I wouldn't say. I'm not sure if that's fair to say, because Devil May Cry is all about like chaining things together to like make even more
Gnawing
spectacle.
Fetus said Monster Hunter is all about hunting the monsters.
Yeah, I know. Again, but to me, it's like the same thing where like people could argue Ubisoft, Assassin's Creed is all about like assassinating targets. Sure, but when you're the fourth game in, it'd be really cool if like Monster Hunter people were like, hey, what if we added like a base building, not base building, like a base, like you kill monsters, and instead of just making better armor to then kill more monsters, instead you could do that, but you could also bring back the monster resources to make like a farm. That farm makes you better food. That food makes things better. Yes, you could just kill the monsters to get the fucking cat people to make food for you, but I'm talking about like something that like made me feel like it was valid besides just like working to play more. Instead it was like, no, working to build my empire up more, build my environment up more, things like that. Does that make sense? So like I feel like that's the feeling that I felt like I got to a bottleneck in Monster Hunter, where I felt like I was like, oh, I'm just playing to work more. Not I'm playing to gain an advantage, to get more out of the world, because the bosses, even if you had the best gear in the world, were still fucking difficult. We're still fucking difficult to play. Hello, Lucy.
Proxy, you made it. Proxy, didn't Caesar say you were just going to meet the mayor? What took you so long?
We talked about that stuff.
We saw the sunflints in Blazewood and heard about the legend of the Tord Inferno.
So that's why Caesar was so pumped up. After all, that's her favorite story. She even said her dream is to become a hero, just like the first Overlord.
It's a good comment. Vesa says, let it die farming blueprints, i.e. Monster Hunter farming parts. Glaive is more of a support weapon. Yes, that made it my main issue. I just didn't really like connect with any of the other weapons. They all felt too slow. But I was going to say the whole blueprint thing in Let It Die, the reason why I enjoyed that is because it was like the new armor, like it felt like I was investing in armor that looked different and also had like a better resistance. And in some cases made you just much better. And Monster Hunter always felt like maybe because I was soloing everything in Monster Hunter World, but it always felt like, you get some armor, you get better, but you're still going to get slapped in the face 6 times. You're still going to have to drink a shit ton of healing. And again, I think a lot of it is a lot of my frustrations with like the combat would have been alleviated by picking a different weapon and also playing with people. But yeah.
Lone Syndicate said, I enjoy fighting games, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter and Tekken are my jam learning the characters, the frame data, the combo, the satisfaction of analyzing your opponent action and countering.
Yeah, again, to me, I get, yeah, I think about, like, to me, like, what you just described, I'm like, trying to, I understand you like it, and I appreciate you telling me, but I always, like, to throw myself into someone else's perception or, like, situation, and I'm like, yeah, man, I don't know if I care that much about like, the beating somebody, essentially, and, like, the learning that aspect of it. I feel much better about, like, progression. Like, I think it's why, like, Power World and stuff like that resonates so well with me, is because, like, it feels like what you do is mattering to some extent, and it's not just, like, well, at the end of this, is just going to be reset. And don't get me wrong, the experience, the friends made along the way count, and that's cool. But at the same time, it's like, but is there more besides my mind becoming better at this thing that is only applicable in this thing? Well, I guess there's other things like it that could be applicable, but still.
McFlufferkin said Monster Hunter in an odd way appeals to the fighting game genre. Each weapon type is pretty much like a different character in something like Street Fighter or Tekken.
Yeah, so I guess that could be the case. Yeah. Again, I think I'm a person that, like, to be clear, I think by me not having achieved certain things in my life, whether it be like maybe it's like making a video that doesn't do well, I hunt for like whatever does give me that, like fitness and stuff like that. Like regardless of what happens, if you keep lifting heavy things, it has usually an effect of you getting stronger and getting muscles. So it's some metric that does change. Whereas sometimes when you're, doing XYZ in life or getting a job or anything like this, it can kind of like wane and like you feel like you're stagnant. But games always make me in some cases feel that feeling of progression, which I feel like is also why I'm drawn to certain games like RPGs, because it's like, go conquer this world. And I'm like, yeah, that's nice. It's nice to play in a world where you can gamify it. Where sometimes it feels like the real world kicking your ass. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And it's because he actually existed that we should look at him objectively, no? I mean, the
Double Blades
Tord
were something I
Inferno
seen a
only
lot.
happened a few decades ago. How come it's turned into this huge legend? But using an act of God to spread his story far and wide?
Lone Syndicate said normally when it comes to online and fighting games, there aren't many, if any, at all friends
Caesar
made along the
said
way,
this kind of
mostly a
old
lot of
person talk will
toxicity
give you
because people take
wrinkles.
things too personal and start talking shit.
When I say I made friends along the way, I'm mainly saying I'm mainly saying like
Gnawing Fetus said Monster Hunter is a Souls-like before Souls existed as far as gameplay goes. IMO.
Really? Yeah, I suppose. I think with the addition of co-op, though, I think with the addition of co-op, it seems like it's much more enjoyable. I was watching like a VTuber streamer who I watched play the previous game, and it does seem like she had like a lot better because she had people playing with her, and that's where the difficulty started to like lessen.
Nonsense! Don't listen to her lies! I use exfoliating face masks every day. No way I'll get wrinkles.
Sometimes you can try your hardest and shit still hits you in the face, but good effort trying. I cannot say that doesn't matter to try.
Proxy, you can see it too, right? The Tord Inferno is less about heroics and more about the first Overlord securing control of the old oil field.
I'm not a big fan of her glasses.
Lone
Bernice.
Syndicate said, which most of the time I laugh at those people once I beat them. So in a way, I am just adding to that toxicity.
I know. I was about to say. I think it becomes like a like when you get teabagged in Call of Duty or like some FPS, and there's just some sort of like deep guttural hate that comes out of you. And the issue is like, what happens if you don't have the skill thing? Like Lone's like, I'm better than you, get fucked, and wins. But at least me, there's been plenty of times where I've got teabagged, gotten mad, tried to do better. I still die, and I get teabagged again. And you're like, fuck this game, fuck this piece of shit. I hate this. You're thinking like, is like city. Her glasses are very that one goddamn anime. Faith says, Grin, you getting burn girl? I'm not getting burn girl. We just got Caesar. We're hoping for her weapon.
That's a very realistic take. It sounds like something a new Eridu entrepreneur would say.
Yeah, no, I think Alone would enjoy Monster Hunter. I think it's not a bad idea that we get into it. And if it's coming out in 3 months, maybe that's when we should do the whole week of streaming, or the whole month of streaming. I'll play that and get on that bandwagon.
Wow, Proxy, you're so smart. Lucy is actually from New Eridu.
You gave up on the city life?
So you're from the city. What made you give up that life?
It's because I never wanted that kind of life where everything is already laid out for you. Plus, my dad only cares about profits and business.
Father or daddy issues, as it always comes back to. Mommy issues as well for us, so to be fair.
Exactly. It's different in the Outer Ring, especially in the old oil field. The Motor League is all about freedom and justice.
That's what they say. But to survive, you can't forget about profits and business.
Sorry, we're just burning through this, by the way. I need to do this so I can get access to burn my residence. That's why we're doing this.
Take the Sons of Caledon, for example. Employees need paychecks, vehicles need maintenance, and we need supplies that the city won't sell us. Which means we need connections and money.
Gnawing Fetus said I made PPL quit playing Soul Calibur back in the day. SC3 and 4 were my games.
I never had that. Dude, my whole like journey through gaming was insane. Like it didn't make any sense. Like I was, because I had my hands the way they were. Like my hands are like probably half of what most people's hands are. I always thought like I couldn't play video games with my hands, so I used to always watch my brothers play games. And eventually they stopped playing so many games, and I used to beg them to play a video game. And eventually they didn't. And then luckily we had the internet. I found a little thing called playthroughs at DSP. That didn't age well, but yeah, that took care of me for like years, and I was happy. And then, but then finally, I was like, I kind of want to play a game myself, and I got really into this game called Fallout New Vegas. But I was terrified because I can't even describe it. But like, as a person who had like a bunch of like, I'm incapable. I'm incapable of playing video games in that way. And it's also like I don't know why, but no one really ever talked about this. But like, I got overwhelmed by certain games big time. Like, bigger the game was, oftentimes I was like, I don't even know. Like, I'd go back and play like Jak and Daxter and play like the first level and be like, I don't know where to go, so I just left. Not good. Not very intelligent as well. Anyways, eventually I watched I watched like 7 playthroughs of New Vegas. And then finally I was like, it's my time. And I played it and I fucking loved it. It was one of the first games that like actually like helped me break my brain. But it's funny because it fucked up how I interact with games. So like, because I had that fear of like, I may not know what to do, it's so overwhelming, where do I go, what if I die a lot, what if I get stuck, what if I don't make the right choices, there's so many options, do I put it into like strength or sneak, or what should I do? Well, I watched all those playthroughs, so I got a fuck ton of data, and then I ended up basically mapping out all of like the most powerful legendaries, and I watched like a playthrough of like a 100% guide where the guy knew how to break the game essentially. And then I just kind of modeled my playthrough after his, and I had a fucking awesome time. But now going forward, in any game I play, I always want to like find a way to break a part of it, or like have an easier time, or something. So that's kind of affected the way I play video games in a weird way. But I never had like a game where I was my stomping grounds, or like I was really good at it and all that stuff. I never approached it in that way. But also like it's crazy. Like for me, if there was ever something like that my content creator soul is based off of, it's Let's Plays. Like, that was the thing that I loved watching when I was a kid.
Proxy, I wasn't just making it up when I said the Overlord's faction is targeting us. The Sons of Caledon have had better rep than the Vanquishers these past few years. So, of course, they're jealous.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think you need to play previous games alone. In fact, I think, as much as their other games, the previous games are fun, I think it's, again, based on what, like, my experience, it's easy to get, like, overwhelmed or played out. Like, oh, we're fighting more monsters. We're doing the same big sword attack combos. I think it's better to jump into Monster Hunter Wild, or whatever the new one's coming out, than to, like, prep for the playthrough and play the previous games. Not that you couldn't. I think you could. That's one of the benefits, is you could go play it afterwards. I don't really think it matters if you play it in sequence.
But the recent bad routes we've been getting have hurt our income, and recruiting new members has been an issue.
Boldy says, not gonna lie, back to being when I was a child, everyone was stupid as a child. Yeah.
So, for the future survival of the Sons of
Lone
Caledon,
Syndicate
we
said
have
also
to
off
take
topic,
the
Grin,
Overlord's
you were
title.
talking about how Japanese names are needlessly complicated. Meanwhile, Lucy over here full name is Luciana Oxisis Theodoro de Montefio.
So Lucy. Yeah, we're gonna go with Lucy. Yeah, I feel like that's the thing though. Like, I feel like a lot of people, like, if somebody said that was your name and I said I like Lucy, I feel like a lot of people would be like I don't see people do that with the Asian names. Basically, I don't see that. Let's just call you this. And if it is, it's like you're racist. Like, it's like Yang or something like that. And you're like, excuse me, and I'm like, I don't know how to pronounce the syllables. It's like it's like a 10,000 bandwidth for my head to go. Yeah. And there's some I remember, like Chang Li, and I'm not even sure that's right, or Chang Leah is also the way you can. Yeah.
McFluffikins said Lucy is the official of Zenless. She even does the Ajusama laugh.
Oh, she's official. I see. You've got things figured out.
You've got everything
I'll be honest,
figured out.
We've talked so much, I've completely lost the train with something
I knew
said.
someone as sharp as Phaethon would get it. Brute strength and passion alone won't get you far. Just watch. It won't be long before I beat Caesar and take the Sons of Caledon from her.
We've talked about this. I don't think brute passion can get you all the way there, but I think it's you need both. You need some passion, you need some algebra.
Lucy, you wouldn't admit it earlier, but it turns out you lost last night.
No, I didn't lose. It was just a momentary truce. After all, prepping for the Turd Inferno is what's most important now. I can put becoming the boss
Say
on the
Turd
back
Inferno?
burner. Proxy,
I heard that.
let's talk business. The other Phaethon mentioned this morning that the lack of hollow data in the Outer Ring is affecting your ability to perform in the Hollows. So for now, we'll be going into the Hollows with you to gather data.
Oh, I also need your help with something. The vehicles
Why
for
is
the
it
Torch
harder?
Inferno need some modifications. We need to get a hold of the necessary parts.
Oh shit, it's Fluff. I knew something about Lucy felt familiar.
Wise, I'm back.
Lucy is my waifu number 345. Not sure if faces say she's my favorite character, not waifu. She is 100% not of appropriate age. Good job.
Good job, Belle. Come on, I'll help you set up the HDD.
Which is wild, because like people could be like a weird demon monster, and you're like, my waifu. That's also kind of probably a weird sign.
I just tested the voltage and network speed here. The HDD is working
It's
fine.
like people who are like, I love Child so much, and he's like a genocidal monster, and you're like, okay, you know, same thing with Scaramouche.
Fairy and Eos are pretty excited to be in the Outer Ring, but it's a new environment, so it'll take some getting used to.
Bodhi says, I'm gonna be home alone next week. Might just read manhwa all day. Ooh, what man you reading, Bodhi? I'm reading this one that's about a fat man who
Lone Syndicate said those same people be like, I can fix him though.
Yeah. Crazy people. How about you fix me? How about that? What do you call it? I was gonna say, there's this manhwa I'm reading where basically the same chick, dude gets isekai, whatever. He dies, regret, all that stuff. But he ends up like being born into like a very morbidly obese lord. So it's like him basically trying to get like thinner, while it's also like making the right choices because famine and all this shit's gonna like siege his town. So it's like a fun like sim like lord thing. It's not quite as good as the other one that I watched, which is like the oh god, I can't even remember, the greatest landlord or something like that. It's probably one of the best manhwa ever. Let's warm up.
Let's warm up for the Tord Inferno with the work we've got on hand.
All right, Wise. If you're ready, let's get going.
Are we out of the dialogue thing? Can I'm not ready. I just gotta go say hi to everybody. So now am I okay to grind resources? Thank you, Lauren, for telling me that like it's not out of your depth. It's just
That's me.
You can't play it because yes. Not available still yet. Still not available yet. Well, I guess we still gotta do dialogue.
We fighting? Take me.
You sure, Lone? Because like it's usually this means like you gotta pause, but I guess I don't know. Let's just continue until we do the thing. I guess I'm ready. You're about to enter an immersive story mode. You cannot complete missions of any other type. No, why can't I go through it? I guess I don't know. Because it's just gave me the problem like you're about to do this thing.
Touch my tail.
I should see it on this also, right? I also did all that. Nice. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, and
Lone Syndicate said you're out of action, don't talk to Bell.
Also, Pete, you're out of action. Go talk to Bell. Don't talk to Bell. Okay, so maybe I just can't go through that screen. So if I go through this and then I go try to find this, I can. Why can't I go through it with the other? Weird. Well, thank you, Lone. So yeah, it worked out. Is that the highest we can go? Hell yeah. Ooh, what should let's do one run with our first team, and then we'll do another run with our physical team, and we'll see. We'll see which one's okay. This one's gonna be better. I have Ellen almost maxed out, so it's, regardless of how good my stats are on my other thing. Also, I also have Ellen's weapon. My Ellen is a god. Okay. Also, I'm so sorry. It's probably it's too loud. It's way too loud. Let me just hearing like all the tings and tangs.
Move it! Out of my way!
I just want you to be stunned, my man. Nope, stop, focus on, let's go. You're focusing on the wrong dude.
Take this.
I wish she was stunned. I wish she was stunned.
Get back. With pleasure.
So the stream is slightly delayed, so Lone was telling me what to do, but I fucked up, and yes, this. Nope, okay, I just wanted to use, hit the wrong buttons. Oh, there's more. Oh, good. What is that? Oh, that's her. That is literally her. Why is she here? Is this a canon reason, or is this just like, hey, we developed the skill tree to do this? Oh, my God! Ow!
Hold again.
I dodged, but I didn't go. One of those.
Thank you for your patronage.
No, the stun window is like 2 seconds. Ah!
Lone Syndicate said, can we just talk about that art they used for the doppelganger Jane? They know what they're doing.
What do they use? They use the what?
McFlufferkin said pretty sure they just wanted to use the new arena alongside Jane as a repeatable boss.
Got it. So there's not like canon reasons why there's Shadow Man here. It's just like, hey, it's a game. Relax. Okay. Just wanted some confirmation. Get back! Parry, trash! This.
Following orders.
There. Stop! I don't know if I want to try this with my other team, because hot damn, that's like chopping the tree
Lone
down.
Syndicate said when you get a chance, Grin, really look at the art for this boss fight in the menus.
Okay. I will. I don't know what yeah. Okay. That is a... Oh, man, that's an Instagram downward-facing dog kind of thing. What is this? New enemy type, I guess? Why is that not unlocked? Anyways, let's do our other team.
My tail?
Other team time. I can show off my Jane Doe, which I'm sure is not very good. But hey, I'm doing my best. Also, for Caesar, do I want to build attack percent? I don't think so. I think you want to build impact and then, like... I don't know. I took a screenshot of it. I should probably look at that. But anyways, that's good. Go swap up my new team. That's my team. Yes. So,
Lone Syndicate said, Jane, with you pose like that, it's doing something for me.
I think Jane just existing in any like thing is doing a lot for me. It's the thighs, frankly. But hey, I forgot to do. Nope. Weirdly enough, I find that the impact is high. Just do that just to get some stuff going. I will say I find it a little weird to do the melee things. Also, I do feel like I stun more with this team just because I think I get the impact is just doing that. Kick. Okay, yeah, this team actually might be better than all the other things we have.
It's not
Yeah.
over.
Look at that! It's a battle royale time, baby. Disco Wolf Boy. I would like to parry. There. Wrong guy. Ow. Ah, fuck it.
No escape.
Lone Syndicate said finally in
you're
seeing
the
Grim
prey.
Jane Doe in action after 3
It's
years.
been a while. It's been a hot minute. A shameful amount of time. I'll be honest, playing this character is almost exactly like just pure and utter chaos and confusion. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just keep dodging at the right time because I can't see shit. It's just like a fucking. It's insane. It's like a sea of like, am I winning? I'm just trying to dodge at the right time intervals. Look at this.
I'll prove myself.
I do think it looks sick. Like rocking this dude and all this stuff. It is wild.
Watch it.
And those extra dodges be just insane. Kick. I got my shield. I got 2 shields, boy. You ain't cutting through me. I feel like this was faster this run. My Jane Doe is not insane by any capacity, but it's not bad. Oh. The ending screenshot there is wild. I'll just redo that. Why can't we redo it? Usually it lets you redo it. So, upcoming Capcom things, be doing that. Plus, however, layer armors. I just realized can't have both things. They do just one set. I mean, the devs talk about that. Gotcha. Which is regarding that happier female armor.
Lone Syndicate said they put this Jane in the new node in Shu defense, and I can imagine that if you don't own Jane or Caesar, you might be cooked. I will say the only thing that can make this fight better if it could.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, they are weak to. Oh, yeah, that's why I was thinking my one team is usually much better, but that's because it's weak to. She's weak to physical, so you're fighting the same element type she is. But now, also she was resistant to ice. I was wondering why my team was not cooking as hard as I thought it was. I still. Yeah, I wonder if I should switch you to
Only the brave will, and you can touch me. What's up?
A mission?
Because I kind of want to switch to you, but I kind of don't mind switching to you. It's going to fuck up my brain probably because I'm used to it being that way, but yeah. What do I need to do to activate Seth's like anomaly boost?
Raidnade said, "Alrighty, I'ma head out for
Bye,
tonight.
Raid!
Great stream as always. See
See you tomorrow, buddy. Hopefully I'll charge my fucking headset so it's not a mess again, even though, you know, it was VR, and I know it is. Very Why? Switch to yeah. Switch to Jane Doe.
Mr. Rocket says set the anomaly boost is active when you generate the shield and come further to the next agent.
Okay, so I just need to get a shield. Now boost is active when you generate a shield. Got it. So it's not that crazy. I can do that. Oh, he's stunned. I see.
You may remain silent.
He should be doing good damage. I have a max constellation. I just don't have the right things.
How do you like me now?
Woo.
Here's the big cheese. No more games.
Parry! Trash. I forgot to do the double smash here. That. I didn't do that. Give me some shield for the road, buddy. Parried. We're running out of parries, so we need to carry.
No,
We're kind of not as many parries as I want. Oh, chill. Ah.
Courage is power. Knowledge is
turn over, and you
Courage
leave.
is power. Knowledge is too. Wait, do they have a dialogue?
Ready or not, here
That
I come.
interwines? Courage is power. Challenge is too. I didn't know that. Maybe they expected it for WT.
The new event, As You Managing a Diamond, requires completion of Chapter 4, I believe.
I cannot hear much. Parry! Boom! Big boy charge! Oh! Ow! Switch to this.
Here's
Jesus.
a taste of the abyss.
I would say this team does feel like it's like switch like there's a lot going on. Like if you wanted things to micromanage and like prime up, holy shit, are you cooking?
Want some more?
I should probably give you a shield.
I'll prove myself.
Ah, back of the hit, back of the kick, head kick. There we go. But what? Let me catch up. I think I heard people saying stuff that I gotta. They put this Jane in Shio defense. Oh, I see. No, they put the Jane in the Shio defense. Gotcha. So if you don't have the right things, you're gonna be knocked up. Gotcha.
McFlufferkin said Jane Doe, Caesar King, and Seth Lowell present. The mighty Switch Force.
Yeah. I was about to say, it does feel like I'm surprised by how much shit there is to manage in my head about being like, okay, I should switch to Seth.
Lone Syndicate said, like, imagine if you're fighting this boss, if there was the constant fear it get hit, then your health bar just gets nuked from an enemy's assault.
But what if you have Caesar's shield and Seth's? Would it still be good? I don't know. But yeah, like switching to Seth, I think the main thing is basically just using his whole base melee attack that gives you a shield, and then using his Y, which in some cases does, I don't know what his Y, what his like skill does, but I forget. But anyways, I think I have a special thing where it just does a lot of damage. But then switching to Caesar for like the parries, but then Caesar also has like a thing that when you can like basically like switch to her block, which usually with a boss fight like her, she attacks many times. So you can block and then like shield bash, but you got to hit Y to do that again. So it's like, okay, so not only when you switch to her and you do manage to catch her on a skill hit, you got to hit it twice, so you punch it back at him. But at this time, none of them have like a lot of scaling. Like the shield bash, she's not built for damage anyway. I will say I am surprised by like this team is doing more stun than my other team, and I don't think it necessarily should. Like, there's nothing that really makes sense for why it should be doing more stun.
Only the brave will win.
Let's do this.
That's me.
Good. And then we got one of these. Bang. Leveling up that conversion. Ooh, that's when we start needing the level up thing. That's the new boss. So that's about as much as we can get. How much do we have? 9? So we can get the next one eventually whenever it does come up. What was the thing? I'd do like this. Oh, dude, it's so fucking hilarious, by the way. If we go to, I think it's Jane Doe or something, and then we go
Lone
to...
Syndicate said, well, Grin, it all depends on how hard the enemy's assault hits. Because if the enemy is capable of hitting for 300k assaults, like a decent built Jane Doe, the shield is just gonna get nuke as well. McFlufferkin said difference of having one dedicated stun unit and 2 defense units that also provide just as much impact combined.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it feels like much more. Because, like, I feel like I don't even need to play that much on field time. Like, I feel like just playing with Jane Doe feels like a lot. I think that may be something with physical. I think physical may have, like, a slight... Like, I found, like, I feel like Jane Doe is the one that's doing a good bit of stun damage. But I'm sure it's everyone combined. But, anyways, I was going to say, I seen this the other day. Recommendations, which is it LT? That's left. Recommended main stat for priority 1, user rate HP. Oh wait, no, that's what it means. Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay, so I thought that was like it took the collective data of all of like the substat. No, it does. It says substat. It does. Recommended main stat for partial 1. Oh, main stat. No, it didn't say something. It says main stat. Okay, good. I misunderstood. I thought it was basically like taking the global gain of like all of the substats that they had, and everyone just has fucking gotten unlucky with HP. That they were like, that's the recommended stat. No, but this is just the saying for what like slot 1, 2, and 3. So if I go to this, which is more variable, we can click this and say recommended would be anomaly proficiency. Gotcha. And percentage attack. Yes. Critical rate. Stuff like that. Yeah. Makes sense.
Lone Syndicate said I was surprised at how much Caesar build physical anomaly despite not having much anomaly mastery.
What's good, Heather? I was surprised at how much Caesar builds physical anomaly. Well, I think she doesn't really deal damage, so I feel like that's the only way to justify. It just makes her like a sweeter deal. Essentially, like she also does impact, but she also debuffing them in that regard. You know. What's good, Andrew? I'll do my best to remember that, Andrew. It's gonna be a little tough. Lone says. I was surprised at how much Caesar builds physical stuff. Each anomaly type also has different side benefits. Burn is more of an AoE, shock seems to be interrupted, and possesses a chain. Freeze is self-explanatory. Yeah, it just stuns them. I would say physical is the weird one where it's like a critical pop, which actually I don't hate, but I do find that something a little odd. Should we just dump? No, we should stop dumping our points into that. At this point, I think we probably should dump our points into physical like traits. That's why I was over at Caesar. I was wondering why I was over there. Sorry, Caesar. This. What's the thing that we should invest in again? It's suggestion upgrades. It's that, and then it's the skill. So we should go farm this. Go. And then this. And we could burn a lot of our resin that way. This. Go. No, I want to use my other team again because it's just fresh and new and fun. What game is this? Sorry, Heather. I'm sorry. We were playing VR, but then it broke on us. Not broke. Sorry, it didn't break on us. It's I didn't let my VR charge enough because man, working with Oculus and all that shit is just an absolute nightmare sometimes. Stop fucking throwing shit at me.
Time to rotate.
This is a gacha game that we play. It's just a fun little side game.
Hit him where it hurts.
It's quite fun. You got the benefits good. I wonder if it is actually worth switching off to a different character with her. I don't know if it is. Probably not. Woo! That was a lot of damage.
In position.
I'll make it painless.
Sure, we'll use this.
Either
courage is power.
Yeah, it's like the stun rate is just
You're
wild.
headed behind bars.
The final act begins now.
Bang!
You're under arrest.
Take them all.
This. I will say, that is the weird thing with Jane Doe, which is a little odd. I'm kind of worried that of all the characters, she could get lit up in that sense that, like, there could be an enemy with a really high resistance to anomaly buildup, and then she's crippled, you know, which is not great. So, that's a little scary. Also, it feels weird to, like, be hitting an enemy, and you're not, like, the health bar means nothing. The only thing that matters is the buildup of this little circle bar beside the character.
Ready.
Move it.
Stay put.
There's no retreat now.
Let's rotate.
Out of my way.
James, Time to rotate.
I do feel like they've added like the sound effects to when you swap to them, but maybe it's just in my head. But I feel like they've added that. Cause what's it called? The policeman guy just said Jane, time to rotate. Maybe it's because he's not a part of their team, possibly. Trying to get that cross. Wasn't fighting on the right person.
The final act begins.
Have you played
now.
Fallout 4? I do. I would call. I have before. I like it a lot.
You're under arrest.
Man, I'm very excited for Fallout. I'm hopeful that the devs of Fallout, i.e. Bethesda, will give the IP to Obsidian. Sorry. Yeah, I really love Fallout, which is why I want another company to make it so that we don't have to wait a fucking year to play it.
You can negate a good bit of that anomaly build-up.
Oh, let me catch up on everything. Sorry, guys. I was trying to play not terribly. Andrew says, I was just like the game where there's a guy that talks to his gun or just could become a bear or something. What do you mean? Andrew says, have you ever played Fallout 4? Yeah, Fallout 76 doesn't count. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Man, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that eventually, someday, we get Obsidian's like a version of Fallout. Again, one of my favorite games is Fallout New Vegas. I just adore it. So I don't know. To me, I don't know if we'll ever will, which is the thing that kills me. Because like again, it seems like Obsidian, like they haven't hinted at it. And again, it does seem like it's still a long way off, which is the thing that kills me. Because again, it's like it would be great for. I don't know. I don't really know people who love Fallout 4. I like Fallout 4, but I don't know people who love it. Like I know people who really like Fallout 3. I know people who love New Vegas. So yeah. So I'm hopeful that that they basically give that. Because I don't know, many people love and adore Skyrim, like in Elder Scrolls and Oblivion. The more time passes, I feel like I might like Oblivion more than Skyrim, which is weird because I feel like it. Yeah, you know, I just think back about Oblivion being so like the gameplay complexity was so much more fun. Like I remember you could like duplicate scrolls, like duplicate stuff, and then you could like create weird magic hybrids where you go up to someone, you just tap them in the forehead, and they just fucking freeze and they drop to the ground. I felt like that at a Harry Potter thing where he freezes that kid and he just fucking smokes his head in the ground. What is it called? Neville? Neville would absolutely have brain damage from just like cold smashing his head in the back. Brutal. I think we did everything. We got that done. We burnt out that. I don't have more wishes to spend. We could upgrade our
Touch my tail.
girl
Only the
bowl.
brave
This.
That's me.
It's this. Oh, that's the problem. We need to deconstruct some of our gear because the game hates the fact that we're playing it at late game. This go. Should I spread it out a little bit more? I don't know. Is chain attack good? Oh, it does. It's dazed. Okay, so yeah, you should switch to other characters if you wanted to enact daze. I guess that makes sense. I always cancel daze because I want to attack, but maybe if it's like no, you're trying to build up like a stun, this is going to be your ticket. Oh, good stuff. All right, 5 and 6, those are leveled up as we go. It's interesting that they're, yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. Let's wind down, hang out, chat a little bit. I gotta go eat though. That's also why I'm like, shit. Andrew says, yeah, Fallout 76 doesn't count. Yeah, Fallout 76 is a trash game. The VATs are really that good. The VATs aren't really that good. Like, sure, they can focus on an enemy, but is not the same as Fallout 4. Yeah. Well, to me, I always liked the mods for Fallout 4 and all that stuff that basically made VATs just slow-mo. So, like, instead of it being like, it will auto-lock on someone's head, instead it's like, no, we'll just give you a shit ton of time from an enemy, like, heading towards you, essentially. So that kind of makes sense because it's like adrenaline, you know? Same thing as, like, if VATs were always tied to your, in Fallout 4 at least, were attached to your, like, movement. Like, you're running, essentially. And I think it's also nice, though, if people don't want to, like, game hard, they don't want to, like, be good at accurate and stuff like that. I do think you could have your cake and eat it, too. Like, I would have much preferred the ability to, like, slow down time than to VATs on someone's head, because, like, theoretically, the skill ceiling is a little bit higher. Like, if you were sniping someone, you could shoot them 3 times in the head before they could react, rather than, like, you hoping that VAT's headshot with a sniper from, like, a meter away works, you know? Malone says, well, in that case, Grin, just slap on Freedom Blue set on Jane, and it can negate a good bit of that anomaly buildup res. Yeah, that's the thing I'm kind of thinking of. So I'm starting to think of Lone like some really kind of deep synergy stuff, because I'm starting to push into like the end game stuff, so I need to. But it started to like connect me with me where I'm like, oh, that's why certain builds are like a thing. So I have her basically fine. She's just kind of like the tip of the spear, does a lot of assault damage, weakness stuff. Good. But when I'm thinking about him, I think I want to give him the set that essentially my Caesar has on right now, which is basically where are you? Caesar's on the other side of the fucking planet, or I passed her already. God damn it. There she is. I have her on the anomaly set, which basically whenever I activate an E skill, I reduce the anomaly build, the resistance of the target, which is nice. But I think that's better on the one guy, the ice guy, or sorry, the electro cop other shielder I have. I think it's better on him because his E skill is often up and it's kind of easy just to tap and quickly affect someone. Whereas weirdly with Jane Doe, you don't actually like. I find it hard to like switch over to her, like play her for long enough to like activate my shield bash. I feel like it's far better just to switch and parry, and then you get all the benefits of her parry, you know. Anyways, but I think I want to get her on a different set. I think I'll give her the shield set that people are saying that she's good on. I just don't have enough of those to make her valuable enough to warrant that, you know. So I think giving her this set would be good, and then giving the dog boy the res shred set would be good too. Although there is like the what is it? It's like it's the other set that's like electro based, but I don't think it's that good. Yeah. Nog says Obsidian owns Fallout before Bethesda bought it. Oh, I didn't know that.
Lone Syndicate said I would recommend the Swing Jazz set for Seth.
Swing Jazz? Is that the one I looked at already? What's Swing Jazz? What's the Swing Jazz set? Let me see. The filter. Swing Jazz. Energy regen for Seth. A chain attack or ultimate increases all. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Shit. Yikes. Launching a chain attack of ultimate damage will increase all squad members' damage by 50. That's really good, actually. Is it better than Resistance Shred and farming up a whole new artifact set, though? And I have him at max Constellation, which I find he's able to get a lot of energy anyway. I mean, it's 15 set opposed to basically a shred of 30% damage increase with the other set. No, 20% resistance to that. And I'm mainly using Jane Doe in the team, which would synergize with that. But it's tough. Anomaly proficiency is kind of shitty. We don't gain much with him with that. Yeah, I do think that's probably his ideal set, but yeah. And it's also not like our other characters are dealing damage. Like, this is really provocative, I think, if we did have like the Lucy, because she is basically outputting a shit ton of damage. But the only one who's really dealing damage is Jane Doe, and the main thing she needs is anomaly damage. So I don't know. I didn't know that, Nog. That's really useful information. I didn't know.
Lone Syndicate said the Freedom Blue set wouldn't help with physical anomaly build-up. It would help with electric anomaly build-up.
Oh, really? I watched a video of a person say that otherwise, Lone. I thought I watched a video from I Win to Lose, I think is his name, where he talked about how, in some cases, this set's really good if you have a team, because it basically it shreds the anomaly build-up. Or resistance, sorry. It shreds, like, if my cop guy hits an enemy with this character, or hits an enemy with his E, he basically weakens their anomaly build up resistance. So then that will be better for him, right? Right?
McFluffican said Freedom Blues benefits whichever attribute the equipper uses.
Oh, so it wouldn't. Well, why do people say that? Why do people say that he could benefit from? And maybe it's because. Oh, maybe it's because it was Caesar. I see. So maybe people are saying you put this set on Caesar and that can benefit. It's not necessarily benefit. I see. Okay. Tricky. So then should I? I'm kind of wondering what I should do. I'm wondering if I should put... What does this do? It gives you shield, and it gives you defensive assist, squad damage, 15%. And then that's what Caesar could use. And then we could use swing jazz for him, which would give us nothing to do. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so that's why. So that's why people are saying... Okay, I think I was watching a video on Caesar, and that was what they were saying, that you could either go with a Protopunk and then Freedom Blue. And I would thought it was the same concept, but with an Electro person. But I guess that makes sense. It's shitty. That's shitty. So okay, yeah. That was I had to farm a whole new fucking artifact set. I hate it. None of them dip into each other, which is awful. So you want those on Jane or Caesar or Jane? Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep Jane on the physical set, and then yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So it sucks that I think I'll have to farm 2 different domains that are like, because sometimes you can just get not the right thing you want. I wish they would fix that. I wish you could like basically be like, can I just get this like thing, this faction bit?
Lone Syndicate said that was a close one.
That was a close. Yeah. I wouldn't have been bad because I was only just repurposing things I already had, so it wouldn't have been the end of the world me giving him the anomaly set. Would have been a little bit bad me investing in all the points. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I appreciate it so much. Tomorrow, again, it will be very much more like it'll be 1 hour of doing VR and Bone Lab. It may go a little bit longer, may go a little bit shorter, but I would like to do what we did.
4-piece bonuses tend to not stack, while 2-piece can overlap as they just boost the equipper's stats.
Okay, good. Yeah, so 2 pieces still do it. Okay, so you could go like two. You could go 2 4 pieces or something like that. That's bad. Yeah. But yeah, tomorrow we will be doing some Bone Lab, and then we'll be playing for a little bit. Hopefully, we can manage to do an hour, and then we'll move over to doing Withering Waves or Zenless, grinding our stuff out, just having a nice podcasty chat and things like that. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for spending time with me. Appreciated you guys putting up with the technical difficulties of my headset dying. I thought I'd fix it by me plugging it in 40 minutes before the stream. But I didn't turn it on because again, I cannot describe you the troubleshooting bullshit that happens with your headset, and how like if it's plugged into my computer, it disconnects, and then I have to restart my whole computer to try to get it to connect it to the thing again. It doesn't work. But ladies and gentlemen, hopefully I can see you tomorrow. Appreciate you guys hanging in there with me, and we will probably also make a comeback stream on that the Halo mod, because I was having actually a ton of fun there, and I didn't get to show you guys the cool level that I downloaded, which I was going to try to show you that you can make like Blade and Sorcery basically look like Halo eventually, and it sucks that I could do that at the last minute. We spent too much time shooting the shit talking. Anyways, it's always a good stream when that happens, though. But hopefully I can see you guys again. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and goodbye. I hit the button too quickly.